That's it. That's all we want.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting. No! The girls are fighting. What is the
Now check that.
Now check that, and welcome to another Talk Your Shit Tuesday, episode 207 in this bitch. Like what? 207?
207.
207. I am Just Jer with
The Lucky Laugh.
and we would like to welcome you to Talk Your Shit
You gonna be a
Tuesday.
switching ass nigga today.
You know, I'm trying it out. We got to try it out to see how it's going to work, how it's going to look. We can say this, chop it up, all that good stuff. Practice makes perfect.
It's gonna be great.
Practice makes perfect. As we do the deep side together.
Child, it's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a week. How was your week?
So my week was cool. Can't complain. Got a promotion at work, so finally started that transition of that. So it's going, but it has been a week and it's not even over.
Well, let's toast to that. I want to toast to the
Cheers.
promotion. Yeah, let's
Cheers.
toast to the promotion.
Cheers.
I like that.
Thank you.
He just you should have got the cheers on.
Oh, I didn't. Cheers. Ooh.
Oh man, this is gonna
As
be
I
great.
take another sip.
This is gonna be great. You see, they gonna take us off Twitch.
I forgot.
They gonna
I
take us
forgot.
off Twitch.
They won't. It's abbreviated.
I put an asterisk. Asterisk.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. So, how was your week?
It was a week. It's been
Okay.
yeah. Did a little karaoke.
Nice. Karaoke's always fun.
I made couple hens, and I took two of them to my grandmother's house yesterday, and I seen my little cousin there, and my other cousin was there too, my aunt. I chit chatted around there, brought Baxter over there, so that was cool.
Mhm. Hey, Bags.
Man, my granny was tearing up them corn and chicken. She was like, he's good. My aunt looked over and was like, "You tearing that chicken up?" She was like, I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the hens.
I can only imagine. I cannot wait till I get one.
I'm gonna have to make him a bunch of shit. First of all,
Immediately. She owes me so much food.
I owe him steak.
Mm-hmm.
I owe him hens.
And do.
Probably some wings. I feel like I tried some new wings that you ain't tried.
Wow. You got new wing recipes.
Yeah. Or I'll just do some legs.
What's some thighs?
I got some what do they call it? Quarters?
Okay, the leg quarters.
She got me a bag of quarters, and I'm like,
love it.
Who the fuck eating all this chicken? That's a lot of damn chicken. It was like a 14-pound bag of fucking. I'm like, yo, 14 pounds of chicken? Who is eating all of this? Who is eating all of this?
I'll put a nice dent in it. No lie.
She gave me the deep fryer, and I still haven't tried it out yet. So,
okay.
If I defrost this bag, it's gonna be chicken in all types of ways. We jerking them, we deep frying them. I'm gonna inject them. I bought an injector. I'm ready. Don't let me get my Tony Chachere's.
Please get it down. Please.
Matter of fact,
please.
On some real, I just be making my own compound butter. Now I need to be selling it because the way I be making my compound, you should be able to put this shit on anything. Anything. It's gonna
put
light
that
anything
shit on any fucking thing.
Who is this in the chat?
Shout out to Ham.
Shout out to Ham as always.
Shout out to Jake as fuck. Check him out on IG, YouTube, Facebook Thursdays,
Mhm.
7:20.
There you go. Y'all clap for Jer.
Clap. No, which one is clap?
Purple.
Purple? That purple?
Yeah. I forgot he's. God damn.
It look blue.
Y'all know what
They
I
both
deal
look
with.
blue.
Do y'all know what I deal with? I need y'all to know what I do.
They don't. Many people, because people don't believe me when I be telling them, like, yeah, I know you colored.
Did y'all
I
know
be
he
getting some
colorblind?
colors.
So when we be like yellow
mixed
button,
up and
red
stuff,
button, blue,
yeah.
purple button, is this?
Oh, I didn't even. I'm sorry. We don't have headset on.
I know.
So
That's why.
that's the one downside to not having.
I wonder if we can get like earpieces. I'm sorry. I don't like to like tell all our secrets, but we doing some upgrades. Clearly. We got the switch ring here. Hello.
Clearly.
Hello.
Y'all see it.
Hello.
Y'all see it.
Y'all see the growth. Y'all, we gonna be flipping through screens like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited. We had this thing for like a year, and we finally got enough cameras and
Figured
enough
out
cords,
settings, enough cords,
universal batteries, and shit like that.
Enough stuff.
We got enough
to play with it.
We finally got it right. And
No
I'm,
pause.
I'm more than excited. So when we upgrade these mics, y'all really gonna be mad. Oof.
We told y'all it's the year of pressure.
When we end up wireless in this bitch, and my mom just came in and she was like, I thought you was getting rid of these. I was like, well, say less, ma. Go ahead, toss the dollars. She just tossing the dollars in the air.
If she gonna toss it, we gonna catch it.
We gonna catch, and you gonna see where it go to. But I'm gonna send her the link.
But you know,
I'm definitely gonna send her the link.
Are there any RIPs?
Yes, there are, or there is. I know of one. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers.
Okay.
Did anyone else die? If y'all in
know.
the
Did
chat,
anyone
y'all can
else die?
feel free to
Please
let us know.
You know, we're y'all know how we are with RIPs over here, so
Yeah, we're the worst. We don't know who died, when they died, if they died for real, what they died of.
like, you know, but we be trying because it's you gotta pay homage.
Yeah, we have to pay our respects.
Toby Keith, who is that?
The Toby Keith? You fucking lying. When? Not the Toby Keith. The? Y'all lying. I don't
Okay, but
believe
who
it.
is Toby Keith?
Don't do that now. Now's not the time. Now's not the time for the who's Toby Keith.
I mean, it is. Who it?
You are.
She's panicking. So can somebody in the chat? I'll just have to look it up
He
myself.
was battling stomach cancer. Okay, country singer Toby Keith.
Okay.
The Toby Keith.
Now she said country singer.
Yeah. The
Okay.
Toby Keith.
Well,
He passed
RIP
away
to
from
him.
stomach cancer. That is sad. Wow,
That's
I did
very
not know
sad.
that. Thanks, I got your message. Shout out to G on the grind in the building. Always keeping us in check.
I appreciate it.
She
Love
came
it.
up here and straight checked me. She said, "Hey, my setting ain't setting up here." She said, "Get that get that together."
And
like
we
y'all ain't
all-
about to come over here, eat my food, use my set, and then disrespect it all at the. Absolutely not. Oh my
and here
goodness.
for love. Look,
R.I.P. to Toby Keith. I did not know that.
we need a stage manager. Keep us in check.
Please.
Somebody got to do it.
Please.
We keep everybody else and everything else in check. So somebody got to keep us in check, you know?
For sure. So she's the supervisor. Or CFO. She's definitely CFO. Some of the shit she paid for, she's definitely CFO. She is CFO of EDSP. We gonna have to make her a shirt.
Gotta make her a hoodie. Yeah.
Pullover.
Right on the back.
Yes. CFO. G on the grind.
You know, Ham, since you're in the comments and you're watching, you really giving that up? Just putting that out there, you want to get back into making merch. You know it so well.
You know we pay on time.
You know we pay on time, and we're expanding too. So, you know, if you trying to make some money, by all means. Back to RIPs. RIPs, should I say. This stuff didn't happen recently, but it is some stuff that happened and it's tied to death, and I wanted to talk about it.
We don't want you to consider. We want you to.
Yeah. We don't need consider. We want it done.
We want it done.
Yeah, we don't need consider. And it's plenty of people that can consider, you know.
What happened?
We just found out that a baby was decapitated while giving birth. Where was this at? So RIP to that. That happened in July 9th of 2023. We found out because they are suing the hospital and all that stuff, filing a lawsuit. And from the article, it seems like the baby was stuck, and the doctor was doing a little bit too much pulling, and said for hours.
Pulling for hours?
Trying to get the baby unstuck. And my thing is, why wouldn't you go to a C-section? That's what happened to me. That's how I was born. I was coming out naturally like I was supposed to. Then I was like,
they use the
no.
vacuum? You're supposed to use the vacuum.
I said, no. Turned over, tried to crawl back up, umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. So they just did a emergency C-section. So if the baby is alive and it's stuck after a couple of trying to twist and whatever, why not go to that other option? You sitting it to the point that it's decapitated?
You know, let me say this because I watched somebody be born. Let's start there. And when he was coming out, you know, I seen the head and everything, and of course they try to pull by the head just a little bit, while mom is pushing all at the same time, right? So, but then at some point they got the vacuum, and the vacuum is not like a real vacuum, like it's like a pump, a hand pump, and you attach it to their head, and then you pump, and then it creates this suction on the head so that when she pushes, and then somebody has their arms in there, but on the shoulders, and it's all at once. But you're not supposed to pull the vacuum or anything. So I don't know why she was pulling the head. Like, are you pulling it by the neck? That is crazy.
It said it was like dislocated from its spinal cord. So it could have, because babies are supposed to come out head first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I guess you would be.
You got to go past the head too, but you're supposed to grab the shoulders a little bit.
Yeah. It's so disgusting that vaginas open up that much while giving birth. Like,
her shit was never the same.
Like, for babies to come out, people to be able to put hands and arms and that shit. Like, and it just snapped back. Okay.
No, it don't. Let me shut up. All right, I'm done.
That's the roast beef.
Got the roast beef, but it ain't got that same je ne sais
wall.
You don't have that same je ne sais wall. Je ne sais wall. Yo, what the fuck? Did you say je ne sais wall?
No, I said I probably did. Who knows?
Hashtag je ne sais wall.
That's funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck.
Man. This switcher got him acting crazy.
So, another RIP. If you say so, Ham.
Coochie is crazy.
If you say so. So, there was a school shooting back in 2021. This was the case where it was a 15-year-old and the parents bought the gun for the 15-year-old. I don't know if we talked about this. We may have. It's very possible. Because I remember
familiar.
Like, this fuck shit. Like, what?
Jesus. Oh Oh my God.
See, this is why we can't do RIPs. It's not just us.
I'm not reading
It's people
that.
in the chat. Shout
I'm
out to
not-
JD.
I'm not reading that out loud.
Shout out to the Two-Face J. I'm not reading that out loud either. But that's what it sounds like happened.
That is fucked
This
up.
why y'all need to be in a live chat. It be cooking, it be going. That is so funny.
That is fucked up.
They charged the mother with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the shooting. The son is already gonna do like life in prison. He pled guilty like 24 charges. Oh, Woo's in the building. Hey Woo, what's going on? The father is going to be going on trial in a week or so. I'm happy that this is happening. It's overdue. A lot of these school shootings, the parents do they just get away with it, and these kids are consistently getting access to these guns in their homes. We remember you had one drive their child across state lines to go shoot up some people. Now that wasn't a school shooting, but that was a mass shooting. But they are being held accountable, and they should be held accountable, especially you bought your 15-year-old a gun. Why does a 15-year-old need a gun?
No. Now you know they believe in their rights. It's like a rite of passage. Like when, like the Mexican girls get the quinceañeras, and then when white males turn 15, you get your first gun. You ain't know?
I know. They need to give it a rest.
Oh man, that's crazy.
They don't know how to act. They don't know what a 15-year-old doesn't need a gun. They getting picked on in school. You know that they having a hard time at school. The parents knew. They knew. And he went
Right.
and murdered.
Billy come in every day with this fucked up look on his face every single day. How was school, Billy? It was shit. Stop talking to me. The nigga got issues. He got
Sorry,
issues
Billy.
at school.
What do you
Poor
want for
Billy.
dinner? You want some meatloaf?
He wants chicken nuggets.
You want some green bean casserole? Like what? Like
want potato salad with raisins.
well, yeah, we were sprinkling some raisins on top.
Sprinkle some raisins. Oh my god.
Like what? Like cut it out. So I'm happy. I am. Hopefully this makes them more aware. My mom brought this to my attention. Shout out to the mama. She sent me the article. We were gaming, so I didn't know what she was talking about. And then when it was over, I was like, oh, okay. Then I called her back. She said that it's happening. She think it's happening because it was another case where a 6-year-old got access to his mother's gun and shot his teacher. The teacher survived.
Oh, thank God.
And they charged her for it, as they should, because one, this is a 6-year-old. So you mean the 6-year-old not only stole your gun that you didn't check to make sure it was in the proper place that it was supposed to be. You didn't check their backpack or nothing because it was in their book bag. A 6-year-old that you taking time. So I'm going to assume at 6, this is daycare, right? Are
It
kids
could
in
be-
elementary at 6 years old?
Yeah, kindergarten.
Okay, so kindergarten. You not checking a book bag every day?
You supposed to make sure that they got their homework in there. I mean, unless you one of them moms, and I mean, when the kid know where your gun is as a mother, then
Hey,
let me just
at 6.
let me just say this: like there's a certain type of female that's packing heat these days with a 6-year-old.
Yikes.
I hate to say it. Dad
Facts
must
are
not be in the
facts.
house. Dad is not in the house. Mom ain't got time to watch all the kids. Is this her only kid? It probably ain't. If
Don't
she need
know.
a gun,
Cannot confirm nor deny that.
don't no single mother of one kid ever have a gun. I promise you. Name one. But when you got multiple kids and you got to watch over all these motherfuckers and you got multiple baby daddies and shit, you probably need a gun. You probably need a gun. If you have no male in the household for
I was just about to say
protection-
all single mothers need a gun, to be quite honest.
I was just
Like,
about to say that, but
they
I'm telling you,
all need one.
them single mothers of one child,
Yeah.
she got other kids. She ain't got time to be looking at the 6-year-old. You should be the least of my problems. I probably got some 15-year-old that ain't came home last night. I probably got a 17-year-old daughter that's out here fucking everything that walks.
Ooh.
Like, you never know what she's going through. It's sad. Don't get me wrong, but why your kids know where your gun at?
Why does your 6-year-old child know
How to
to
use it?
get it, use it, hide it?
He must have did this before.
Probably one of them badass kids playing Call of Duty.
Man. But we ain't gonna blame video games again. We're not blaming video games.
Not blaming video games.
Cause no.
I think it's wild though that y'all be letting y'all kids play Call of Duty. I think it's wild for you to let your elementary child
I know what you mean.
play a video game where all they're doing is killing and shooting in a time when that could literally happen in their school on any given day.
I think the music that they listen to is not conducive either. I don't think that really helps. I don't like the influx.
It doesn't.
I don't like the influx of sexy red lovers. Like I get, but it's so many children that, like, boys and girls, like teenage boys. Matter of fact, shout out to my little cousin Sam. I did go to his I went to his basketball game, and I was just looking around because it's been a while since I've been in A school, let alone middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, these kids are bad as fuck. Bad as fuck.
Ooh, excuse me. Bad as fuck and big as fuck. My God.
Big and bad. They all of the above. I thought Sam was the biggest ever because he already 6 fucking foot at 13. Like, what is going on? He ain't even hit the real spurt yet.
No.
But when I looked at the rest of the damn basketball team, I'm like, they're all fucking 6 feet tall. I walked up on him. I'm like, oh, there goes Sam. And I looked at the rest of these monsters next to him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Mm-mm.
I said all that to say this. The cheerleaders, we got to have a conversation.
What? The cheerleaders? Like, it was that bad? Talk about it.
I just the song choices. They were
Hey,
they
David.
were shaking ass to Yin Yang Twins.
Shake it like a salt shaker?
Ay ay ay.
Oh, ay, ay, ay,
Yeah, she got her
ay,
hand, da, 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 da. Yeah, you know what you're supposed to do to that. You know. I'm like,
They was the cheerleaders and high steppers when we were in school were dancing to that because that's when it was out.
they ain't got no other songs. They can't pick something else.
What else is there?
I don't know, because all they got is Sexy Red. No, there you go.
Exactly. So that these days it
There
would
you
be
go.
a Sexy Red or Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion.
I think Lotto would be a little bit more tasteful though. Like,
I think Megan Thee Stallion would be more tasteful
I
too
agree.
than at a basketball game
yeah,
for, you said, middle schoolers.
middle school.
Yeah, sexy is
They're in the 8th grade.
it's
bro.
sexy. Like, it is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt weird being around that many children. So many
Had
kids.
to. It had to. Oh my god!
I feel like I
What?
can spot the creepy teachers in there. It was this one gentleman. I thought he was a parent. He was not. He was a teacher, but he was dressed down. He put on his flyest of the fly, Louis Vuitton hat and shit. I'm like, nigga, you didn't. It's a fucking 8th grade basketball game.
He was dripped out in the Louis Vuitton.
I can't make this shit up. He was dripped out in the Louis Vuitton at an 8th grade basketball game in all these little girls' faces.
Creepy as fuck.
Y'all, I seen too much. I'll be back though. I'll be back because my cousin made 6 points and he made the first basket.
Nice.
And he was out here. He was Shaq Diesel on these niggas. Cause
I need to go to one of my little brother's games.
I didn't know that he played center. He's center of the century.
Nice.
My nigga out here with 6 points as a center. Do better. Do better. The rest of y'all need to do better. And he out here getting blocks and steals and shit. I'm like,
Ooh, come on, playing all sides of the court. Come on, defense.
so proud.
Come
And
on,
he's-
fucking
and he's
defense.
a starter. He out of here. He out. And I told him, I'm like, Sam gonna be the one that takes us all out of here. He gonna be the
Love that.
He gonna
Love
be the
that.
athlete.
Yeah, because love you, little bro, but you know he wants to be an athlete. I don't know.
You don't know what? You don't know if he can be an athlete? Don't do that. You gotta get. You gonna get in the gym with him?
I would absolutely do that.
That sounds
because
like
you know what, I'm
bonding.
not as to this about to sound messed up. I probably would have excelled in sports. I just never had anybody that cared enough to make me play them. Because that's the thing with kids. Some kids naturally take an interest in sports. I like sports as far as like watching and stuff, but like playing it, no. But if I would have had somebody to take me to the court, well, we about to go play basketball and teach you how to play. That's another thing. Nobody ever like legit taught me how to play basketball or football or soccer or golf, you know, stuff like that. So, and my father and my uncles, they were good at it. They was the ones. So yeah. So it sucks that the little brother I have now, he wants to do it, but once again, he ain't really got nobody to show him. But that's because everybody grown and old in the family. And it was just, you know, I'm probably the one who had the sports gene.
Why won't he? Where his friends at?
I don't know about his baby friends. He got
Like
friends.
where?
He
where
on the
do they
team,
go?
so
after-
that's the discipline
Right,
that
so where
that
do they
shows
go
something.
and
I don't know.
practice at? Like go with
I
them.
don't-
Go to the gym with them.
I be at work. But I need to go to one of his games. Absolutely. I need to go to one of his games.
I gotta go to one of Sanai's game because she's in basketball too. And I was
Yeah.
gonna go this Saturday, but you know it started at 11 a.m. Child, I can't be nowhere and nobody's 11 a.m. on a Saturday. But I gotta try and make that.
Yeah, because you
next
know
one
it's
at least.
important for the
Yeah.
younger generations and that are in our family to support them as we're getting older, because we are the aunties and the uncles
Mhm.
of the family now. Even though I don't have any nieces. I do have 2 nephews. I have yet to meet them, but I do have 2 nephews. But just of age in the family world, we the aunties and the uncles now. We're the ones that's supposed to be doing all the dinners and cookouts and the ones going to the
I'm getting there.
games and stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
yeah. The least I could do is carve out some time to go to one of my little brother's basketball games.
My little cousin's daughter, we feel like she's going to be some type of social media influencer. All she wants to do is take pictures and videos. That's all she wants to do.
Well, give her a camera. She might
That's what I said. I'm like, she gonna mess around. She gonna get a camera from me. Cause
buy her a camera. She'll probably put the out of work. They excel faster and do everything faster now. So why not? You already notice it. Give her, see what she gonna do.
I see it because she all she wants to do is. She was like, "Can we take a video? Okay, now we're gonna take a video like this, and now we're gonna take a video like." And she's so proper, of course, because she's in our family. We don't raise those
Put her to work.
Those hoodlums.
Put her on the EDSP team. We can find a spot for her.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she can switch the cameras. I just don't want her to get crazy with it. maybe when she a little older, like 7. Let's wait a couple years.
Okay, yeah. That's smart. That's smart. So that's up for RIPs. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody alive out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the people alive. Okay, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion. Sis went #1 out here in these streets. Gang gang, Kiss is a hit. She deserves it. She deserves it. I don't know how much more you can like. His is hard. And it's the fact that it's just rap. She's an independent artist. You can be upset all you want to, but
I am not upset.
The cringe, I can hear it.
No, because it's not even cringe. Of course I want her to do well. It's just you're not about to get me with single after single after single. I'm waiting on the album. I'm waiting on something complete. I need a solid 12 tracks from her on one album. She got the 2. Just give me 10 more of those. And then maybe I will recant my Meg Thee Stallion statements. Maybe. Until then, in my opinion, none of her albums is good.
She got one album, so.
Fucking God.
The rest are mixtapes. You don't think none of her mixtapes are good?
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying. These by the facts. And sis got mixtapes, she got hits. All I know is I'm happy for her. Congratulations to her. Traumazine has aged better.
How many albums does Meg Thee Stallion have? How many albums do Meg Thee Stallion have?
You gotta be quicker than that.
2, according to some information I found on Wikipedia.
So what's the 2? Traumazine and what's the other one? Big old freak.
Good
Big
News.
booty. Okay. Yeah. Because Good News was the date. Wow. It was the debut. I don't think it was trash.
It was the debut. No.
No, it was. It was her first. It was her first
Holy
album.
shit.
It was.
Holy fuck. The debut. That was the debut?
It wasn't her debut as far as us to. All I'm saying is you said albums. I'm just know her to the world.
I understand.
It would be Fever, and Fever was a hit.
I don't
Fever
give a fuck.
was hard.
You know what? You know what else? To me, if we talking about favorite artists with mixtapes and albums and shit like that, So Far Gone was a mixtape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Drake's debut?
No.
Okay then. Just like Good News is not Meg's.
So what do you?
Debut album was trash.
What do you think her debut album is?
It's Good News.
So then what do you mean? You just said it's not debut though.
So Far Gone was a mixtape, but it was not Drake's debut. His first album debut was what? Thank Me Later, right?
Yeah, that sounds like that. Yeah.
And then
that's correct.
And then so Good News is Meg Thee Stallion's debut album.
Okay.
Right?
This is correct. This is correct.
Trash.
This is correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Ah!
Trash. What happened?
I
You hit 4?
hit 4 by mistake.
There's no 4, guys. Sorry, guys.
Sorry
There's
for
no
the
4.
for the blackout. We're gonna chill on 1 for a little bit.
That's what happens when you talk to Meg.
Don't
Or
do
talk
that.
about Meg.
Don't do that.
When you tell the truth
Don't
about
do that.
Meg.
Don't do that.
I'm waiting on the snakes to show up now.
Don't do that.
Hiss.
Because I don't think Good News was trash. I don't. When you go back and you look at the track list,
I am.
Shots Fired, Circles, whatever. Crybaby, that was a hit.
Yeah.
Do It on a Tip with Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, and
I'm about
High
to
Girl.
say something else with a feature.
That was hit, yeah.
Can she do anything by herself? I think
Sugar Baby, movie hit. Freaky Girls, and that was with SZA. Body, that was a hit. Body was a hit.
Body
was a hit. Like, that's her biggest
Body
hit.
was a hit. You're right.
What's New? Work That. Intercourse. Go Crazy. Don't Rock Me to Sleep. Outside. Savage Remix. Grammys. Girls in the Hood. Don't Stop with Young Thug. So I don't think it was trash. I don't think it was extremely good. I just don't think it was trash.
We're not doing this because in a minute, and I wish I was well prepared for this shit, but I was not.
Why
but
not?
I'm about to count and see how many years Crybaby with all this other shit was out before the fucking album came out. So of course, when you put your
this is
hottest
2020,
when you put your hottest shit on there, and they were already singles, it just drives up the album.
Agreed.
So she played the numbers game, and then she dropped two albums, or one album that was really a mixtape, and it was just a collection of all her old shit. And when y'all told me that, I was really pissed. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm done with this shit. So yes, I'm looking for the album. You put my nigga in jail, and he's still dropping albums. So
stop putting that on her. She had nothing to do with that. She did not press charges on Tory.
You're associated with my nigga being in jail, and he's still dropping.
That's his fault.
And he's still dropping hot albums.
He should. He's a fantastic artist. He was
what
already
you mean he
in.
should? He's in fucking jail.
No,
She's not.
But no,
She's
hold
not.
on.
She's on Afrobeat. She's on Afrobeat
because
festivals.
I'm actually on your side with this. I'm going to give him some credit. Tory was already an established
I don't need the credit.
artist.
I need the truth.
The truth is the truth, and the facts are the facts.
Is she can't do shit by herself. She can't do shit by herself.
She just went #1 by herself.
Finally. So
she
when
just went #1. Now, not
right.
Finally. She's only the third woman rapper to ever do it. She's the first independent artist. She's the first black independent artist.
She finally got a
to
song.
do it on her. So
she finally got one song by herself.
This is her third #1 though.
Okay. Finally on a song by herself after the shooting, after the beef. I want to see what you can do by yourself. Fuck this Cardi B shit. I'm sick of it. You ain't got the baby no more. I don't know who else you gonna fucking use. I'm over it.
Body was
great. Okay.
Body was after
by herself.
And it was by herself. It was after all of everything that happened. Savage, and then the carryover with Savage remix with Beyonce. That was before the shooting.
Absolutely.
And the shooting happened during all that, so it did probably kind of catapulted. Big Ol' Freak was before we even.
Hard.
She came out the gate.
I will always give her that. Big Ol' Freak was hard.
I understand what you're like. I get what Laugh is saying, where she's coming from with everything she just said. And Tory
That's my point.
is her guy. I get all of that. Clock. But we're not going to make it seem like before the shooting happened, Meg wasn't already out here making hits on herself or with the stuff that she was featured on. And since the shooting. When she was listen, I'll let you cook. Since the shooting to you, but since the shooting has happened, when she was allowed to even make music and put music out, she has produced hits. Tory don't even got a #1. Why you putting so much stake on? No, why you putting so much stake on what Megan has to do? Tory don't even got no #1s.
That don't mean nothing. Don't.
No, but you just said that.
don't-
You just
no,
said no.
don't
it
chart me
clearly
to
means
death.
something.
I said, give me a solid album. I ain't.
She's giving you two. You just don't like them.
They
Those
charted
are
because they
solid
already
albums.
had charted songs on there. Don't fuck with me.
I'm not
Don't
talking
do
about
it.
charting. I'm
All
talking
right,
about
then.
solid albums.
Which one are we talking? Are we talking about
Solid.
charting? Then don't bring up charts when we talking about solid albums when it comes to Tory. Don't do that.
Solid albums. Traumazine
Don't do
has
that.
aged well.
Oh my God, it's a collection of old shit.
No,
That's
it's not.
That's like
No, it's not.
That's like saying
No, it's
Trilogy
not.
aged well. Of course it did. It's the Weeknd's
No, it's
best
not.
three projects that he ever
Traumazine is
dropped.
her second one. That's new. Something for the hotties. Good news.
That Traumazine
and
shit is,
sugar.
Don't nobody play anything off this Traumazine bullshit. Nobody. Play something.
That's cool.
Play something.
It still aged well.
It did not.
Yes, it did.
Not
Because
if you're
Indiana
not-
is still a hit.
Not if you're not
Budget
playing.
with Lotto is still good.
Not if you're not playing
Her.
any of it. I don't be hearing none of that going off in
Anxiety?
the club ever.
Oh no, not in the club. No. Plan B. Sweetest pie. I'm just
Nobody
saying.
listening to none of this. Okay, y'all can keep it. Y'all take
She
Megan
went
with
number
y'all.
one.
Take Megan with y'all.
Congratulations to her.
Where the next one? I need this one to be the best shit ever.
Well, she stated she has an album coming out this year. She's finally going to release her summer album like she's been wanting to do.
And
but she
tell
hasn't been
her
able to.
to stop trying to sing.
So y'all have so many rules for what she can and can't do, what she needs to produce. But on the flip side, y'all
Whoever's
claim
producing her singing is terrible.
y'all claim that she only has one flow. What do you mean it's
What? Oh, you dying? Is you
Yeah.
plugged in?
I am plugged in.
Then why
But
is
the
it dying?
Magnum part wasn't.
Oh,
We want to connect it. There we go. We're fine now.
um, I see now.
Y'all claim she only even has one flow. So singing,
I didn't say that.
because I
never
think
said
it's-
that.
I think
I've
it's
heard several
insane.
flows. I've heard them
Yeah.
all. I've heard them all. All the ones that she could do. Like she ain't got one flow. She got a bag of tricks. It's not one flow, but it's definitely a small bag of tricks. It's cool.
She can rap.
She can rap. I never
How
said
about
she
that?
couldn't. I never said she couldn't. Damn. I heard that shit hit his throat.
The first sip went down like the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So I was trying to stop. And then the second one was just like, bitch, no, we're going down the right way. Woo. Give her some time. The only artist.
How much fucking time do you need? How much fucking time do you need? Me, I'm different. I work every day. And I produce a podcast every week. I drop when I drop. Period. Everybody else seem to be moving along just fine.
But everybody else hasn't been through everything that she's been through. And that's not an excuse. That's not sympathy. No, but laugh. No, like let's just be real.
If she ain't got nothing in the vault, just say that.
I feel like she does. When she was just live celebrating her her going number one, she was playing stuff that she had in the vault. Last time that she was live when not Hiss came out, when what was the first song that came? Cobra? It wasn't Cobra. This pussy depressed. Some but it ain't domestic. I think it might have been Cobra.
Yeah, I think it is Cobra.
Okay. That song, when it came out, she went live. She was talking, stuff like that. She played stuff. She's always consistently, when she's went live, you done heard stuff that hasn't been released. So I'm not saying that I don't think that she has stuff in the vault. But just because you have stuff in the vault doesn't mean that it's worthy enough to hit the streets. That's just you in the studio perfecting your craft. And you're like, oh no, this good. Let me say this. I might be able to use part of this in the future, stuff like that. What I'm saying is, if we're being realistic, let's take all the bullshit aside. From the time that Meg has actually introduced, because we know it happens sooner, the come up and being discovered. The mixtapes she got a few that was under her, but I'm talking as far as her hitting the scene as being that girl in the music industry. COVID happened. Right. She hit like right before COVID happened. Right before COVID happened. So yeah, while COVID was happening, she had the streets on lock.
When COVID was happening, she was getting shot.
Exactly.
So if you got time to get shot, you gotta
hold on. The stuff that she had and the vote that Lav brought up was the stuff that had her even in a position to be at a, what was her name? Kylie Kardashian party with Tory Lanez getting lit and
Kylie
then ended,
Kardashian.
you know, whichever Kardashian it was.
Jenner.
Oh, you know, it is Kylie Jenner. I'm sorry. Kylie Jenner Kardashian or Kardashian Jenner, something like that. Yeah, that was the stuff she had on the vote that was cooking. You get what I'm saying? So after that, she got shot. She wasn't making nothing. And then she started having problems with her label. And when she was trying to record and put stuff out, they didn't want her to. And then, then they put it to the point where she couldn't make music or release music. And then the trial started happening. So she had to do stuff with that and then all of the other stuff. She's just got to the point where she's legit able as an artist to make music on her own. Do what she wants to do, create those hits that you want. And the first two products that we have of that, where she ain't got to worry about the label that she was on, that fucked up deal that her mom put her in, all that other shit.
She's dissing niggas.
She did this and his. She got a number one in Cobra, even though it's not radio friendly. It's not. It's still a good track. It is. You may not like it, but
radio friendly neither.
His is not radio friendly, but his you can play it because it's straight bars and it's her rapping. I've heard it on the radio. They playing it. They are. It's not made for radio, but it's the fact that sis is rapping, the beat is hard, and people like it. There's never been, I can't think of the last time we had a like legit hit out here or a song that we fucked with and it didn't even have a chorus. It didn't even have a hook. Fuck it being on radio or anything. People legit liked the song. When Nicki started hating, people was just like, well, you know what? I like this song so much and I dislike you so much. Yeah, I will go buy it to support her. And that was because she was running her mouth for 3 days. And Meg, only if you listen to the song, most of her shots that she was shooting at people and stuff to shoot, it wasn't about Nicki. It was about these fuck niggas out here that's running their mouths about her. Like, what's his name? Academic. And what's the new day that was just the dude from New York that they say don't know how to read or write?
Probably Aiden Ross.
No, no, it began with an F.
I don't know.
Fizo.
Funny Marco?
No, he's the rapper.
Fazio?
Yeah, Fazio.
Fazio Foreign.
Yeah, Fazio Foreign. He out here running his mouth.
I'm so
yeah, you know, like stuff like that. Like, why y'all? It's always niggas. Drake. I feel like since we're bringing up Drake and that meat.
I mean, since we talking about dicks.
Speaking of dicks. I kind of sort of. Now all of a sudden, one of your news, your videos leak when everybody on Twitter, Stan World, because we know Drake is one of those girls. He be on the internet. He use his Instagram faithfully, just like everybody else. He one of them. He be watching. Well, we done realize, like, ooh, the lines that was the hardest, that's our favorite, they were about you. You posted up in another nigga's hood looking like a bad bitch. That's Drake. Drake be out here cheesing from ear to fucking ear with all the niggas. Now all of a sudden, look what they got to do. Everything is a rollout. Is the tickets not selling for him and Cole?
That can't be true. Literally when they announced it, they ended up having to put on second days. So that can't be the thing. I don't understand why they added Lil Durk. I don't understand that, but
All my life just winning Grammy.
I don't give a flying fuck about him and them kids in the background.
Yeah, because Cole is the only good thing about that.
Because again, y'all took another one of my favorite songs and turned it into some. Shout out
Some
to Phil
bullshit.
Collins.
What's Phil? I know who Phil Collins is. I'm sorry.
I'm like, don't do.
Sorry.
Ugh. Oh my God.
You wanted to smoke.
But yeah, that's a Phil Collins.
I just want to
song.
know why now.
It's
Why?
called,
Why did it leak now?
It's called One More Night.
Shout out to Drake and Drake's meat. It is not what I was expecting. I always figured Drake had meat.
That's what all the girls
Extra.
would say. They would complain about him, but then say, "But his dick is big." Like
I
he put hot
just,
sauce in a condom, but his dick is big.
yeah, I just was expecting to be a little thicker.
He
I
wouldn't
like
pay
that.
for me a flight, but his dick is big.
Yeah, so.
That was always the consensus. I got the story.
Drake moved with the confidence of a man that has a big dick between their legs.
I mean,
Drake doesn't have big dick energy because he's corny
and light skin,
and light skin.
very light.
But if you pay attention,
And he actually grew hair. Like,
yeah, if you pay attention to some things when it comes to men, some men are arrogant, and for the life of you, you be like, the audacity of this nigga to be arrogant with his ugly ass, or he just something, and just be like, what the, like, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably it. He probably has a big penis.
yeah, but the rest of it ain't matching up with the.
These are the facts.
And so that's why he can't keep a
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Or a Serena Williams. Was it Serena?
Yeah. He
Or,
definitely has Serena.
He can't keep none.
None of them.
Can't keep none of them. Even with that. Now that I see what he's working with, we already know. We can kind of put two and two together, at least in my mind. Like, how come you can't keep Nan? You couldn't even keep. Not that you wanted her, but you couldn't even keep the baby mother, the porn star.
Well, I don't think he ever wanted her. I feel like that was just
Yeah, she just got hit.
that she just got hit.
She just got hit.
She just got hit.
And boom.
And she got pregnant.
Let me-
And he was just like,
Time out. Let me ask you this.
okay.
You really think that she's the only one that he ever got pregnant?
Like, that Drake has gotten pregnant?
Yes. Let me break down the math.
Yes. I'll say yes. Drake doesn't keep women. Drake runs his mouth about his women. I don't believe that there's a woman out here that truly, if they got pregnant by Drake, that they would not keep it. Like, you get what
Let's
I'm saying?
stay there. Let's stay
Like,
right
you-
there.
you gonna kill Drake's baby?
No, I'm about to prove a point.
Okay. Cook.
He seems to be very careful. He seems to have been careful all his life. So you mean to fucking tell me this one, you had to have wanted to get this one pregnant. This one.
This goes back to what I was just saying
The last time.
last week. If you don't want the child with the woman, you would never nut up inside of her. So, but it was a gentleman. He told me I couldn't talk about this because I'm gay. So I'm gonna
Oh, but what the fuck?
I'm gonna put my straight hat on for this next comment of why I said that.
You ain't put no damn straight hat on.
No.
Okay,
Because
all right, let me
I
chill.
can go there. I know
I'm
what it
chill.
feels like to nut up inside of something. Because that's
Yeah.
literally the only difference with men and women, straight and gay. When it comes to men, the person I'm fucking can get pregnant and one
Another one
can't.
can't.
That's the
still-
only difference.
yeah.
While you're talking about man and no, that's literally the only difference. I truly feel like she was a body that he wanted. When you are just us humans in general, when we get access to different things, that allows us access to different people and different women or men. And men, we are nasty.
Y'all are filthy.
We are nasty.
Fucking filthy.
So when I become a millionaire, if I ever got to a point where I had some extra money to pay Ace Rockwood the fuck, I'm doing it. That's my favorite porn star. I feel like she was that I feel like that was whoever she is to Drake. I feel like that was a body he probably done seen her porn like, no, I want to hit that. And he wasn't careful because he wasn't thinking with his careful head. He was thinking with this head.
Came to me. Because that's bullshit.
He
been careful this entire time. We've heard stories of him being careful to the point where he puts if he don't want a kid, he don't want a kid. He puts hot sauce in the fucking leftover condoms. You can't catch him. You can't get him. He must have wanted this one.
That's very valid. It will also make sense of why he was hiding his kid from the world.
But do not, I am worth more than a Louis belt. Do not put the price of a Louis belt on my head. Y'all don't know where I live. Leave me alone. Drake, don't. Hey. I feel like you should make molds of your dick and sell them. You should do that.
I would do it.
I feel like everybody should do it, honestly.
If I had a
dick,
especially once you get a following of that magnitude,
yes, exactly.
You legit have people walking that are fantasizing, because to me it was, it was mind blowing to me that people were shocked or surprised. Hey, mom.
Yes.
That people were shocked or surprised about people being excited or how they felt about seeing Drake's penis. We live in a world of fantasy. He's the biggest male artist in the world and has been for at least a decade. Of course, it's women and men that have fantasized about having sex with him, or how big his penis may or may not be, or how it even looks.
I'm just very nosy.
Yeah, like
I'm very nosy. So of course, when it came down my timeline, I go to Twitter and I didn't even have to press not another button. It was right there in my face, and I'm just like, okay, all right. I have a question.
Okay.
I have several questions, actually.
I might be able to answer them for you.
Do most men spread eagle like that to jack off?
It depends on what kind of jack off session it is, but yes, that is a common.
That is wild.
That is a common position. Did he do another video? I don't think there was another one. I think there was just only one, Mom.
Cool with the one.
Yeah, I think it was just the one that leaked.
But if you find it, let me know.
Yeah, because you gotta no. So just think about it in a man sitting up in the bed. That's all it is. He's just sitting up straight in the bed.
Nah,
I know what I'm saying. So eventually, yeah, this is cool. This is fine. But could you imagine how good with your legs open feel?
No, I know.
Or with the legs eagle. Like it just, yeah. And especially showcasing it off in a video to somebody else, whoever he was sending it to. You know, it just.
I don't know.
Look, I as a man, the more sorry, Mom, the more you spread your legs while you're doing that act, it feels better. It feels, because you get more access to just the meat. If that makes sense.
Listen, I don't know how to do.
I'm pretty sure for a woman, if you decided to play with your vagina with your legs closed versus your legs open, the position with your legs open is going to feel better. It feels better. No?
Don't look at me.
You're a woman. You have a vagina.
Yeah, but I ain't about to. We ain't get into this. Your mom in the building. I can't do that. I can't talk about this in front of your mom. Nah, I talk all day in front of mine. But here's what I'll say.
Wow.
I mean, it just when I spread eagle, it just opens things up. That's all.
Yeah. So,
but it depends. Like if you're external or internal, if you're one of those people that come off clitoris or insertion of things, and I'm not an insertion type of person, so it doesn't matter what I do. It actually feels better the more I close my.
Okay.
Never mind. See, now I done gave away the secret.
Okay, Mom, that was too much information. Nobody needs to know that. But clearly, y'all see where I get it from, though.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I frog leg, oh yeah, it be like,
you look.
Yeah, that
like,
should
I'm
be.
just saying, y'all gotta be realistic. Like we all adults around.
But when I tell you, I gotta do that when nobody Baxter can't even be in the house. Like, I'm one of those people. I need to be completely alone. Like, get out. Everybody get out.
He had more access to what he was doing. Like,
I guess I understand.
Yeah. So what are the other questions?
You already said it didn't have enough girth for you.
Like it's Drake, and his penis it looked like it was pretty. It was long. I would still smash. I
knew it was gonna be darker than him because
most penises are
right. That's what I was gonna say. And then somebody else also.
No, as someone who
that also came out in the internet.
Length is always a plus, but length and no girth has the tendency where sometimes it can get irritating. It can hurt. You be over it. Girth feels the thickness is more important than length when it comes to actual pleasure. If we keeping it 100, nobody wants a pencil dick. I don't give a fuck, and I'm just saying, nobody. You want your walls to be able to be stretched out a little bit. You want to feel what's happening to you. That's all I'm saying.
It all looked like it hurt. I'm good.
That's all I'm saying. So that's why I was just like, I wish I had a little bit more. And then it won't be as flimsy and stuff as it was with him. But I don't think he was fully erect either.
Yeah, I feel like he was still working on it.
He was either still working on it or he has other issues.
You think so?
It's very possible.
Huh.
It's very possible.
You got that from the video.
It's very look. I'm a gay man. I love penis. I have a penis.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, so. Like I love penises. I
only look at the celebrity penises.
So it's one of those things where it's either he wasn't fully, which I agree with. I don't think he was fully erect, but it is some penises out here, even if they are fully erect, they don't be standing up straight firm. They may have a little wiggle to them. You may be able to bend them, but it's some penises out here, some dicks. Once that bitch is rock hard, that bitch standing up straight ain't no.
That is very interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that depends.
Until you just said that, I didn't know.
Yeah, and it depends on your diet, drug use, alcohol, being high, mental state. All those things can factor into it.
And you never had relations with anybody on the Perk and Henny?
No.
That's crazy.
Not to my knowledge.
You got to do that. Not you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but if you mess with somebody that do that, because I know what it does.
Look, I'm down for it. Why not?
That should be all fucking night.
I've had that with an athlete without having perk and Henny. So that's, if you do certain things, diet it's amazing for the human body. So, you know, shout out to Drake.
Not everybody's an athlete. The hood
Yeah,
niggas do
they not.
perks and hen.
And I would love,
And they
a
still
hood nigga
they
off
still
the
be
perk and hen.
getting
I
bitches
would.
pregnant and still in their car and
Yeah.
picking them up from work late.
Yeah. In the back seat of their cars, where they be getting them pregnant at. So
Yep,
I'm,
yep.
I'm all with
The
the
same
shits.
car. Yep.
Yep.
It's
I'm
his
all
car
with it.
now. Yep. He done took it all. As soon as he take it for one oil change, that is it, ladies. One day I gotta write some shit down of what I know. We don't live the same world. We don't live in the same world, right? But I swear to y'all, right? As soon as he does anything for your car, he thinks it is his. If he gets an oil change, if he changes a tire, if he replaces the battery, anything, it can be anything simple. He can put windshield washer fluid in your shit. He thinks it's his car. Ladies, stay away. Take care of your own car. Don't let this carless nigga mess with you in your car. Don't do it.
I agree with her. So, do we want to?
Labisms.
We talked about Meg going number one and her impact number one.
The fight.
What fight?
Jacquees. Yes.
I forgot that Trey Songz pulled out some of Jacquees' locks. Oh my God, that shit was funny to me. Why would Jacquees do that to himself?
This nigga's
Why
stupid.
would he post that fucking video? I mean, picture.
I feel like he really was trying to get ahead of. Let's start over. Let's address everything. So if you have if you're not aware, allegedly, Trey Songz and Jacquees got into a fight, a fist fight
Mm-hmm.
in Dubai. In Dubai. Let's stop right there. That's why I said it 3 times, because we got to stop right there.
Definitely got to stop there because what? Dubai? They don't play that. I don't believe it.
They don't play nothing.
I don't believe that it happened in Dubai.
It happened in Dubai.
I believe that it happened. He had video evidence, well, not video, picture evidence. In the video that he took when he was going live talking about it, you can see he like changed his camera and showed the employees that were in the place, I guess where it happened or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They looked embarrassed, like they didn't even want to be on camera. It did look like he could have been at a hotel or something, but they looked African. So are the Middle Easterns, are they hiring Africans to work at their hotels?
It could be. You know, Africans gonna work where the money reside.
It's given slavery.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell y'all about Amazon, but y'all didn't listen to me. What the fuck are we talking about? I'm like, yeah, they're paying you a non-livable wage to do their shit, and he's making billions of dollars. I'm like, that is slavery. That is literally what it is. And the first time we had this conversation, the argument was, well, the slaves didn't get paid. I'm like, yes, they did, but it wasn't a livable wage. Ta-da! Ta-da!
I remember that conversation. That was it. I will say, in this economy, Amazon is definitely a livable wage. More so when they was paying us weekly than every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks and every weekly like they are now. But hey, it's still work.
They both had performances in the Middle East, in Dubai. So
Wow.
they were in Dubai when this happened, guys.
Niggas was fighting in Dubai.
So let's stop back there. Dubai. The place where
Jacquees got his locks pulled out in Dubai.
we can go deeper than that. The place where a woman got arrested for raising her voice in a celebratory manner, right? Jailed.
Jail.
If you get caught with any amount of marijuana in Dubai, 5 years. Count them.
Like
Better-
five?
Better find your ass. 5, nigga. Y'all fighting in Dubai and live to tell about it?
They fucking.
Okay. You know what?
It makes no sense if they were quote unquote friends. I
Not
know
they fucking.
I know the R&B industry is probably a little messy. I'm sure.
It's beyond messy. You know why? Because they already have enough to prove. Or they're already trying to prove so much of themselves.
Facts. As ladies' men, as men.
As ladies' men, yeah.
And it's fucking Jacquees after he made that statement of being the king of R&B.
Trey Songz already had issues. Just
I swear to God, that's another reason he posted the pictures of his locks and he made a video is because most people, we've been hearing the craziest things about Trey Songz for years.
yeah.
We haven't seen any proof.
Not only that,
None.
but he keeps dodging everything. And now that this shit done happened in Dubai and it's looking like he done fucking dodged that. What type of shit he got going on that he can dodge everything?
He has the legendary album ready. That shit was amazing.
Here's what we're not gonna do. We can't sit here and say that he's been getting away with rape, molestation, and all types of other shit, and now fighting in Dubai off the strength of the album ready. I can't sit here and say that. Can't sit here and say that.
Niggas have gotten away with less by doing less.
I don't understand.
He's a R&B sensation. Trey Songz is actually attractive. We know he got meat. The bitches know he got meat, so that's automatically. And straight men will probably never admit this, but it's a pecking order. Vic hinted to it on an episode that we were on. Like niggas, they be watching, they be dick measuring contests, like they be eyeing up competition as far as that. It's like, you know what, I could probably whip that nigga, but you know what, I probably can't try him, so I need to be on my P's and Q's around him. You know, like we understand that as far as men.
And I
We
guess
do.
with the kind
I
of
can see him getting away with this shit because other artists have. Look at all the shit that Diddy got away with before Diddy got
That's
into some
different.
shit. It's not different.
It's
He
a
in the
little different
industry.
for me.
He
It's
just
a little
bigger. He
different.
just bigger. So
That-
he got
right.
away with more.
Yeah, so he should get away with more. How is Trey Songz getting away with shit?
He's Trey Songz.
I'm not doing this with you tonight.
Vocal wise, Trey Songz is not that guy as far as R&B, but as far as R&B artists, when Trey Songz hit and everything that he accomplished, he's a legend.
He's not that guy to be fighting in Dubai and not getting arrested. I'm not doing this with you. He's not Tyrese. And you know, Tyrese basically fucking lives over there. He built Transformers over there. Tyrese can get away with a lot of shit.
I will say that he can't because he's too dark.
Who, Tyrese?
Correct.
So you think that he can't, if he was to do something over there in Dubai, that he would not get away with it?
No, that's not what I said. I said Trey could get away with more versus a Tyrese because Tyrese is darker. He looks more like a Negro.
Can't do this to
Pretty privilege is a thing.
Can't do that.
I'm
can't
just
do this to
saying.
you.
I know how long. I'm pretty sure you can get away with the same amount of shit as levels to this, but as pretty privilege is a thing. We're just not going to act like it's not. We not. He looks more like a nigga and a person that you may have to remind that this ain't that as far as Trey. So I mean,
I think,
Tyrese.
The best part of this story, honestly, is
Mhm.
the fact that Trey Songz ain't said shit about this at all.
Agreed.
And we wouldn't have known if it wasn't for Jacquees and his blabber fucking mouth. And I hate that.
Agreed. And then what makes it even when Jacquees said that Trey Songz isn't safe in Atlanta, Trey Songz went on his IG and posted a picture of him smiling and
In Atlanta.
hugging T.I.
Right.
in
Like, hey, I'm
Atlanta.
in Atlanta. You see me? That's exactly what the fuck he did. And I love that shit.
Exactly what the fuck he did.
I'm about to play Anticipation as soon as we get in the car.
Right.
Remind me. Because that
I'm
was
just
my
saying
shit.
he got hits like that when he
No, he
struck.
does.
He struck like lightning. Like his limited years that he was actually actively out here making music. Even Love, Pleasure, Pain, the album after Ready.
The first album was good. To me.
Man, but
Wait,
like that album
Are You
after
My
Ready, we
One?
sleep on that because
Are
Ready was so
You
big. But for other R&B male artists, that would be their best album in their catalog, and that's his arguably second or third.
Ooh, shit.
Like he has a really good catalog. His
He
shit
does.
still getting paid. I mean, played.
And mixtapes. Because the
Like man, an fucking era. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Was this the first one? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was I Gotta Make It. Oh, this was cute. A message from Aretha Franklin.
When he was bony.
Yeah.
Remember when he
with the
first came out and he was
braids.
all skinny? Then he got to making money and started hitting the gym. Kanye's workout plan.
Mm. Oh,
It
yeah.
ain't just for the bad bitches.
Trey Day was the one. Woo. Grub on.
Mm.
Role play.
Yeah, look.
I
Hits.
need a Trey Songz day.
Hits.
All right.
Hits.
I can't say the same about Jacquees. Y'all can have it. You know, much respected. He can sing. He can do whatever it is
Can he?
that y'all. I guess. But when I say he can't, people be like, and I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever you think. Whatever you think. I ain't listening to none of that shit. So, you know what? I take that back.
He got a couple of good songs.
He does.
He do.
When he came out with that album with Birdman, remember that shit? When was that? 2019, 2018, 2017, something.
No idea, but I know he made one with them.
But my
And I know
God,
he
it
got
was
some
one of them
hits.
songs on there. Hard.
Yeah, like he just corny. That's all it is. He makes solid music. It's not like his music is bad. It's
He's
just,
for the Lost at Sea too. That's what it was.
you know.
Anything. That was the song. That was my shit. That was my shit. You can have anything, have anything. Oh yeah, he was doing that.
He was trying to do
That
something.
was hard.
He was trying to.
When Usher had that A album out with Zaytoven, there was nothing you can do with that. Because when You Decide came out, oh, let's touch on that. Shout out to Usher. He released the tour. I will be officially broke. Don't ask me for shit for the rest of the year.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do because I gotta see Usher.
Yeah, you do.
I have to see. We saw him at Dreamville. We did.
We did.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see a full Usher experience. He's my king of R&B. I love me some Usher, baby. I was crawling up the wall when those pictures dropped
Of him in the underwear.
him and Kim's underwear.
Mhm.
Need me some Skims. If you want to buy me some, cash at me or just buy me some. I wear a medium. I wear a medium. Like I don't like Usher. He's just he's So it's like I really I need to go to a tour, but it's like what should I do? I go to the Mrs. Pointing out Detroit, so I'm thinking about everything. I ain't even looked at the tickets yet though. I got things that I'm trying to do. I don't have time to sit aside money to try to save to buy a ticket. Like I need to save money. I need to save money so I can make a purchase of something that's a significant chunk of money that I do get at one time, but I can't spend all that money at one time to get it, you know? So it's just timing wise, like nigga, because I don't want to see. I don't want to sit in the nosebleeds to see Usher. I don't. It's Usher.
Oh yeah, you want to know?
I don't want to see Usher in the. I don't. Not Usher. Not Usher.
See, we weren't in the nose. We weren't close. I didn't want to.
But you've seen Travis before.
Oh yeah.
So like, so I'll say this like, Darrell and Amber, they were upset about the seats for Renaissance. I wouldn't have cared where I was sitting in. I could have had the highest seat in the building. I'm still going to be turned up and lit like somebody that was on the floor. But I've seen that. Don't get me wrong. I always would prefer the seat that I had. But I seen when I went to Formation the first time I seen my queen, I got me and Darrell some good ass seats. We went on floor, but level up there, from that lower level. Mm-hmm. That's where we were. So those seats were they was good. They were. Whenever I need to see her, I have that experience of seeing her as a good ass seat. Seeing her, I can just do nosebleeds and shit.
That's in a building.
Facts. My God, you are late, and we ain't talked about your God yet. So you kind of got good timing. Yeah, so yeah, you know. So I want to see Usher. I don't think I want to do it, but it depends on the ticket price also, because I haven't looked at the prices. Have you looked at the prices yet?
Oh no, I already know about what I'm gonna pay. You know, I can eyeball the perk.
I love that.
I don't need a skill for the work. I can eyeball the perk.
Hating on me and make your situation worse. You don't want to take a ride in a long black hearse.
He was not playing on that.
Man, a hit.
I need a 2000s party already, like with the goods. I need Promise at the end of the night, like it used to be back in the day. When they
tell DJ
when they play Promise at the end of the night and everybody just get on the wall and get twerked on.
Man, legendary. A time. What a time. What a fucking time. What a time. What a time. Yeah, I need some more. I've been sipping since. I'm drinking straight. Oh, that's more than enough. Oh my God. Be lit. And I gotta play Call of Duty tonight.
Are you done?
Yes, it's I want to finish my battle pass.
How long you got in the battle pass?
I got like 4 or 5 more slots that I need to fill, and it's only 20 hours.
Oh, that's it? You got some
I got perks.
Okay, you good.
I can finish that.
I mean, depending on what time I get home, we
might
hop back on. Because I don't know if she got to work tomorrow, but if she do, then I'm on the game.
But I don't give a fuck.
She claimed she was tired today. I don't know.
She might be asleep.
She might be a little asleep.
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, shout out to Usher. He going on tour. Get y'all tickets. I can't wait to see him do the Super Bowl next Sunday.
I cannot wait to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday coming up. Oh my God. I'm going to watch it. I work Sundays now.
And she at work on Sunday. She don't get off until whenever she get off. So I'll be at home, I guess, watching it with Baxter. Maybe I'll come over here. Why not? But she wanted to cook and do stuff. I'm like, girl, you got to go to work. Like, you can't. Like, don't worry about it. Like, just.
Damn, I got to figure something out. Okay. So you want to get into Grammy talk or you want to do unmentionables? Do you have an unmentionable? I do not have one. I've been doing terrible. I don't have
one, but I bet you I can find one.
Well, you find one. You go into it. I'm about to pee. Patty gonna win.
Thank you. Because Patty. Did you see his father got arrested?
I saw his father got arrested for a 3rd DUI.
Oh man, come on, Patty. Get your dad together, Patty. We can't
I'm
be out
gonna
here
put it
looking
like this.
like niggas.
I'm
We can't be
gonna-
out here looking like
I'm
niggas.
gonna put it like, because even somebody in the comments, one of the same gentleman who told me, I was gay. He used drinking and driving as like an example of, just because you drive drunk, I mean you're trying to kill somebody.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Whew, that
When it comes to drunk driving in 2024, I don't give a fuck about anything that happens to you.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, now we have Lyft, we have Uber. You can get you a taxi in the middle of the night if you need one. It's ways for you to get home now without you legit having to drive yourself. And I'm sorry, I'm sick of people letting their grown ass friends, family, loved ones get in the car to drive home drunk.
Mm.
And what I mean is, drunk to the point where you know they're drunk. If they get pulled over, they're gonna fail the breathalyzer. I'm not talking about, I know my friend a little intoxicated, but they're still coherent. I'm not talking about that, because at that point, if I'm telling you, hey friend, you don't need to be driving home, and they on some, no, I'm still driving, but they coherent enough to kind of fight you about it, they grown, they can make their own decisions. You shouldn't be driving while you're intoxicated, I let you know, but if you're gonna go, you're gonna go. But those people who like black out drunk, take their fucking keys. They too drunk to fight you on it. We grown as fuck. He on his third DUI, put him underneath the jail.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
Put him underneath the jail. Take his license from him. He doesn't need to be drinking. He's clearly an alcoholic. And alcoholics don't need to be behind the wheel.
He don't need to be driving nothing.
At all. They just did the same thing to Tiffany Haddish. That was like her fucking third, when she got pulled over, like her third DUI. Bitch, you Tiffany Haddish, you're a millionaire. If you want to be drunk in your motherfucking house. Be drunk on somebody's island. Bitch, why are you drunk behind the wheel of a car where you can hit somebody and kill them?
Nah, let me also say this. There are people out there, and I have this conversation all the time, right? Because I mean, if y'all know, y'all know.
What up?
Like, I drink a little bit, right? I like to drink at home. And people be like, I don't see how you can sit at home and drink by yourself. I'm like,
why not?
this is where I'm the safest. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, why would I want to drink around y'all and y'all drunk asses? Why would I want to drive on the street with y'all and y'all drunk asses? That doesn't make any sense. Let me drink at home.
I don't even.
Like, that shit.
I don't
wild.
even like drinking for real. If sitting in the house, especially if I ain't got nowhere to go, don't need to be home the next day, man, sign me up. I'll be in the house drunk, stumbling over my own carpet, on stairs, laughing at myself, man.
Literally.
Going to the bathroom.
Playing the music I want to listen to.
Ain't no way you think that we're married. Ain't no way. It's too much space in between
You must
us.
be new here.
You have to be new here. We are the
You
duo.
must be new here.
Cut it out.
Welcome to the Everything and Then Some podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Please ignore my disgruntled husband.
That has to go pee.
Yeah, his bladder is weak.
It is. That's funny.
Like, he's very much gay, and so am I. And so, damn, what was we talking about? But yeah, I can sit and drink at home and listen to the music that I want to listen to, eat the food that I want to eat, that I probably cooked myself prior to me getting lit. Like, that's a party for me. Going out and, my girl, I love her to death, but she likes to do this. Going out and then going to 3 and 4 places in one night, I fucking hate that shit. And she did that to me last Friday. I mean, we had fun, don't get me wrong, but I hate going to 3 and 4 different places in one night while drinking and driving. Like it makes me so nervous, especially if I'm not the one driving, because at least I have a little bit more control of the situation. But yeah, I don't know why Patrick Mahomes Sr. can't get it together. Why him as a grown ass man can't just sit at home, just go home. Like I don't get that. So yeah. But go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. 'Cause yeah. Patty's taking that home. I hope y'all know. Patty is taking it home.
I believe you. Since we're talking about the Chiefs, shout out to Travis Kelce for letting the world know that he did not invent the fade.
Oh, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
And
Please
he
look at
called
him.
y'all out on y'all bullshit. He said y'all really set me up during the first week of Black History Month. I don't
As
want
if he
that
didn't go
on
to
me.
fucking Shaker Heights
I
High
didn't
School.
invent the fade. I just requested it. Because when I saw that shit, I was like, I know, like, I get it. I get it. That I get it. But white people, y'all not about to act like y'all invented the fade when it comes to a haircut. Like y'all just, how dare you?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you?
Y'all may have invented the bowl cut.
Definitely the bowl cut.
What's that? The skinhead. Y'all
Definitely the fucking skinhead.
Y'all invented
Where the
that.
fuck did my lighter go?
It's right here. But the fade? Not where that thing at. What is why did she ask me this?
Oh, okay.
Like, what is that?
Man, yes, fats. What's your unmentionable?
It is. I'm gonna play some Tino.
Ooh.
It's a song that I meant to play
Oh man, I can't hear it.
a while ago.
They go back to one of her headphones.
Huh. Just put them on now. Because I know what the song sounds like.
Yes, we're in a location where I can actually smoke. I absolutely am. You missed it. We went to I had a random trip to Detroit, so that's where I got that Black Widow pre-roll. That's for me and you. As soon as I said, I was like, "Oh, me and Fat, I'm smoking this with Uncle Fats." My man is in the building.
Shout out to Burner.
Shout out Burner.
Dude on Twitch, I don't know if you can see the people that's commenting on our screen, but we're live on Kick and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. So I'm sorry if you don't see the comments in Twitch, but all right. So because my phone on 7%, this is "Love to See" by Tino Black.
Baby, I ain't the one finna play with you. I take it day by day with you. No, I ain't gotta stay with you lately. I've been thinking about staying in and eating out so I could bring that freak out you, girl. Just let me know. We'll look up the schedule. Oh, you wanna get set? Let's go. The nigga tryna get sexual. Now that I got you here right by my side, baby. That's what I like to hear and what I love to see. Let's take a night to chill, enjoy our company. Just know I'll comfort you long as you come for me. You can be my lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. I'm a gentleman, keep it G. It's your G-spot, keep it wet. You ain't gotta worry at all. I'm on my way, I'm in a hurry at all. I can't lie, I be thinking about about you. Late up late at night, got me fiending without you. You keep me on hard, so it's easy around you. I might free up time for the weekend. If you down, then let's go. Baby, I can't compare. I'm trying to take it there. How you gon' say it ain't fair? Scratching, biting, pulling your hair, yeah. Now that I got you here right by my side, baby, that's what I like to hear and what I love to see. Let's take a night to chill, enjoy our company. Just know I'll comfort you long as you come for me. Be my lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. I'm a gentleman, keep it G. It's your G-spot, keep it wet. You ain't gotta worry at all. I'm on my way, I'm in a hurry at all. In the middle of the night, like what's up, are you sleep? She catch the rain till she weak, it's like SWV. She said I see you and I see you, so be ready. I put that thing up in her world, something heavy. She be on call like a nurse and don't wanna clock into the job, but she still fall through and get this work. I'm that option she prefer, vice versa, it's the same thing. Pull up, we gon' slide, get the bus and bang, bang, bang. I got you here right by my side, baby. That's what I like to hear and what I love to see. Let's take a night to chill, enjoy our company. Just know I'll comfort you long as you come for me. Be my lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. Keep your G-spot, keep it wet. You ain't gotta worry at all. I'm on my way, I'm in a hurry at all.
Nah, he did that.
She did. All right, Tino.
I feel like I tried to tell you about it, but I sent you a voice note. I don't know if you checked it that day. A lot of shit was going on that day.
It. I'm pretty sure I checked it.
A lot of shit was going on that day, but I was like, nah.
Where's the list?
He got it. He got it with that one. He did that shit. Shout out to Tino. Listen. That love to see, that is hard. I need more of that. What list?
The Grammy list.
Oh, you should have just went on Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Grammys. My phone on 6%. It's great. Nah. I knew what he was trying to do. Nah. But shout out to Burner. I know what you mean, but nah.
Burner be knowing.
Nah.
We're always excited for Black History Month. What do you mean?
You can't do that.
I'm going to do it every time.
How are we supposed to?
I wasn't mad at the speed of it. It would have. I was just happy that when a beat was supposed to drop, it dropped. I'm big on tracks on a song. If I can hear in the sounds or the feeling of it that the beat's supposed to drop here and the beat don't drop when it's supposed to drop, I mean a second sooner, a second after. I prefer sooner than after. Or when a beat don't drop at all, I don't like the song. No. If your song feels like it's supposed to have a beat drop.
That's because some of these niggas don't follow basic song structure.
Yeah, and it's just
like Meg. She didn't. So
with his, yes, she didn't.
She did not.
She did not.
So because you can't even open up, no DJ can mix that in. They would have to re-download it, fucking chop that whole, I don't know how
she released the chop and screw version of it
that she had. Like, stop
all
talking
you
to
bitches
your
is
chat.
weak on the Bible.
Like, that shit is weird. Shout out to Fuck Y'all Couch.
Yeah, shout out to Fuck Y'all Couch. Wednesdays, 7
Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Shout out to them.
YouTube. Check them out. Fuck with them.
Nah, he did what he needed to do. That's the speed these days. And when you want your shit to be played with the mainstream shit, you gotta match the speed.
See, because we could talk
and
about
then you
this
gotta
but that was the beauty of this song going number one, of it being a hit. Like it wasn't made for none of that.
And going back to what you said about when the beat dropped, when it actually dropped, you know, not 30 seconds after its fucking inception.
Uh-huh.
Basic song structure song structure says that you're supposed to have 4 bars, so that at least 4 bars of instrumental before, you know, at the beginning of the song.
Mm-hmm.
Like supposed to be there. So that it can mix with other songs. Otherwise, how will DJs play your shit?
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's basic song structure.
Yeah. Niggas don't even really be DJing nowadays because I'm going to keep it 100. The other day, I was going home from work in the car. This was Friday night. You know, they did the mixes on 107.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which DJ was DJing at that time. But this DJ may or may not have just used the viral mix of Sexy Red and Soulja Boy and just put it in their mix like they did it.
Yeah.
That what happened to DJs DJing? So I get what you're saying, but yeah, and you making it seem like you did it and you didn't. So let's get into Grammy talk, y'all, because we've been rolling. Mm-hmm. We've been rolling. The 66th annual Grammy Awards was this Sunday that just passed. I did not watch it. I meant to watch it today, but we ended up hopping on Cold Lunch.
Shout out to Cold Lunch.
Shout out to Cold Lunch.
Make sure you subscribe to EDSP
on Twitch and Kick.
On Twitch and Kick for Cold Lunch. Shout out to Five today. He
subscribed to Five.
He blessed us
Twitch.
with his presence today.
He did.
We got a couple games in. Got a couple dubs and ranked. Y'all know where to find me.
Gave me some helpful advice because niggas always get me with the drop shot on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's damn near a guaranteed kill with me because I be hitting niggas right in your face and your body, and then you want to drop down, nigga. What? No, it's a video game. Why you? No, let's go. Let's go.
I know I be doing it on accident, for real, for real.
I've done a drop shot on accident, and every time I've done it on accident, I've gotten it. But you niggas who legit have made it a part of how I'm going to shoot is I'm going to make sure I drop down to the ground and start like, what? You weak. Like you. But hey, it is what it is. It works. It's effective, clearly, because like I said, it damn near is undefeated when it comes to me. So, but yeah, check out Cold Lunch. Whenever live, every weekday, sometime during the early afternoon, late afternoon, she's going to go live and collect some wins and bodies.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Grammys?
No, not in its entirety.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to go back and watch it.
I got to watch it for Trav's performance.
Yeah, so
that's my guy. I love him.
Where do we start? Let's start.
On 2%, so I'm relying on you.
Let's start with Killer Mike.
With the sweep. That was dope. Well deserved.
He won rap album. I think he won rap song.
For scientists and engineers.
Yeah, and then he won like
a duo performance.
Yeah, something like
with
that.
Andre 3000, right?
Yeah, that was the one that was the same track that went for like the engineering part of it. Oh my God, it's so much stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Where is everything?
Miley Cyrus and that Terrible Flower song won. I mean, I knew it would. 96.5. That's all they fucking played. I fucking hated that song.
You sound just like her. So yeah, okay. Rap album, rap song, rap performance.
Okay.
The reason I wanted to start with him is because shout out to Uncle Fats. He told me this album was hard. We literally was at school. Shout out to Ohio Media School. And he was like, "You listen to Killer Mike?" And I'm like, "No." Like, what do you mean?
Crazy.
Killer Mike,
Fucking
like,
nuts.
I
felt
know he
him.
can rap.
I
I know
felt
he
him again.
hard, but no, I ain't listening to him. I mean, he like, no, you gotta listen to it.
Which means you
So
never
he
listen
listened
to
to
Run the
some-
Jewels. You never listen to like that shit is
Maybe
crazy
it's
to me.
possible. It's possible.
No, I know you didn't.
Um,
You didn't.
it's yeah. So, and I actually took the time. I'm just like, all right, I'm listening. My nigga Fats. He doesn't steer me wrong. Nor does Lav. So when they actually like legit take the emphasis to tell me to listen to something, I listen to it.
Like I just be telling him some shit like Jack Harlow. Like he'll never listen to that. But
Never.
I'll
But if
let
I
him
know, if I hear it, like, no.
all right, when I put this shit on in the car, and you can be like, "Oh, this beat is hard." Yeah, because he know how to pick a fucking beat for once.
he did-
like somebody
yeah.
know how to pick a beat.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Though. My bad.
So I listened to it. And I was like, hold on, this album is hard as fuck. Like, he rapping his ass off. The stuff that he rapping about is the stuff that everybody claimed that they want the
That
rappers
they-
to
yep.
be rapping about, and he's rapping about it, and nobody's talking about this album. And he's out rapping everybody except for Cole that's rapping right now in the game. As we talking as far as just like straight bars and wordplay, metaphors, like anything you think of, he was doing it on this album. I was just like, this shit is hard. Oh shit, he got Andre rapping. He got Future out here rapping like he's a rapper, you know, and just not a drug-induced rapper. It, to me, as soon as I heard it, and I've listened to it multiple times, it was no doubt in my mind that that was the best rap album of the year. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what rap albums
That-
are
and on
supposed
top
to
of
do. That's
that,
what they're supposed to
like-
sound like. That's what they're supposed to feel like.
Not for nothing, when I went to see Travis or whatever, and he was like, you know, I'm nominated for a Grammy, and then Sharita was like, oh, you know, the missus, she was like, oh, he's nominated. I'm like, he not gonna win. He not gonna win. What the fuck are we talking about? He's going up against the greatest rap album of the fucking year, literally. So I'm like, yeah, I love me some Trav, but I love Trav for why I love Trav. Like, but I know what I know. I know good rapping, number one, and I don't think Travis's album was even a rap album.
Like, let's know, because they were trying to talk about it on these social medias of the world, talking about how he's, I think Travis is like 0-10.
Mm-hmm.
How many did he get 10 nominees this year or just in his whole career?
I think in his whole career.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
mistaken.
hasn't won.
And he should have won something for Astroworld. But
I
if
do.
I don't remember
I
who
agree.
he was going up against, but it was something else just as big. You don't have to look. I'm at 2%. So,
Yeah, so like my thing is, I got what y'all were saying about Travis. Travis does deserve. His quality of music is fantastic.
Like, we got to stop.
But we're not about to sit here and act like that was the album where he should have been getting his.
It wasn't.
His-
I'm sitting here as a fan telling you that after track 10, I'm done. After that, I go to probably K-pop and maybe telekinesis. Like, but I'm not going beyond number 10. I can listen to 1 through 10 on Utopia, no skips. After that, I'm skipping some shit. And I don't like that. Astroworld had no skips.
Nah,
0.
nah.
He should have won something that year. That's all I'm saying. That shit was crazy.
And y'all were talking about the only other album that should have won if he was going to lose Killer Mike was Drake and 21 Savage, and that was her loss. And so like he's on 10. People were making a thing about it, but it's like and we'll get into what conversation kind of sparked that, because it was a speech. Shout out to Hove. But he won 3 things. He swept, and then he got arrested. He got put in handcuffs.
See that?
No, I don't.
So Scott has been nominated 10 times, but has never won a Grammy. Google made sure to highlight that part. You see that part?
Let's Google for you.
Never won a Grammy. That's okay, Trav. I got you.
I've heard 2 different stories. I feel like they both are true. after he won his Grammys, because keep in mind,
What is the tea? The girls are fighting.
'Cause I've heard nothing.
keep in mind the categories that he won for, they're not televised. These are like pre-Grammy Awards, rap album, you know, stuff like that. And then, once again, why that man Hove, it held so much weight of everything that he said. It held weight. After he won them, he may or may not got into it with a security guard. The arena police are the ones in that video that we saw are the ones who may or may not have put him in handcuffs because of that. The other story that I'm hearing of why he was arrested is that he had a outstanding misdemeanor. So I feel like two things can be true at the same time. Because keep in mind, Dr. Umar. He just told us, was that on Joe Budden?
Yes.
He just told us on Joe Budden that Killer Mike is not
Who y'all think he is?
exactly. So I could see Killer Mike, because remember, he said that he was going to the Grammys and they were going to leave with their things. I could see somebody who had never won any awards. I don't know if he's ever even been nominated for a Grammy before today. We don't really talk about Killer Mike as far as rappers, the greatest of all time and things of that sort. His name doesn't come up in those conversations. So I could see him being a little lit and excited, as he should be. And I can see a security guard feeling some kind of way at his blackness of him acting up a little bit and having to remind him like, hey, you're doing too much. And then Killer Mike saying something back, you know, or getting a little too smart or something, you know, of those sorts. And he feels like he needs to remind him of who he is and where he comes from and how things work. And he would arrest him, especially the arena police, because they're real police, but they're not real police because they're arena police. And then once they arrested him and they decided to take him to the little holding cell that they have in the arenas, they probably ran his information, saw he had a misdemeanor. And now you got to answer for that because, hey, the law is the law. I feel like that's probably kind of sort of how it went, but I could be wrong. It could have been the real Popo that pulled up on him on the old misdemeanor after he won his 3 Grammys, which also follows suits with how police officers work, because they had all weekend if that was the case. Y'all had years.
Exactly. Do y'all think that maybe had they had the Rock Nation brunch,
Talk about it.
that they would have arrested him there?
Talk about it, because they probably absolutely would have, and I think he would have been there.
Exactly. And so coupled with that, and then, you know, Jay-Z receiving what award was that?
Dr. Dre Impact Award, something like that.
That makes sense. And then this is the weekend. This is the one Rock Nation brunch that you cancel.
That we cancel.
I'm trying to connect the dots.
Connect them, because I felt some kind of way that it was canceled, but then on the flip side, I was like, it makes sense that it was canceled this year.
Yeah, because I mean, first of all, I feel like when you're nominated, well, the Dr. Dre Impact Award, you already know that you're winning. But I can definitely see them trying to run up in the Rock Nation brunch and try to get somebody, right? Somebody.
And that's why you cancel it. So I just, because it's so layered to everything. We got whites in our comments talking crazy about Hove now, and it's just, to me, The difference between Hove and a lot
got
of
his
these
hood
other
on.
people is he makes sure when he's in those spaces, same thing with the Queen. They're not doing anything to remind them or justify in their heads what they think about us niggas. You understand what I'm saying? They're not embarrassing us in front of them. And no matter how you feel, those actions, it hold weight because that's what allows them to continue to be in those spaces. That allows them where they're comfortable around us. That allows men to become billionaires and become billionaires to now I'm untouchable. And I can finally at the Grammys say out of my mouth the things that I want to say because I've been taking those gestures as an artist of not coming, not performing, throwing subs in my music, but actually being able to say these words out my mouth and not have to fear losing everything.
Yeah.
Come on now. Like, y'all sound crazy, Hove. And keep in mind, this happened before he even made that statement. Now, granted, he knew. I'm sure he knew that Killer Mike had been arrested at that point.
Yeah, by that
But
time.
it made sense to cancel Rock Nation. I was sad about it because I wanted to see more of. I was sad about it for petty reasons. I wanted to see Meg enjoying herself at Rock Nation, and it was going to burn a hole in Nicki Minaj. Even though I love me some Nicki, I was going to enjoy that. I was. And I love Rock Nation. I love seeing them get together, being blackety black, having fun, enjoying themselves, looking like luxury and looking like money. But after Diddy just went down, baby, no, there's no Rock Nation. There's no brunch because he would have been there. He's always there. This would have been a perfect time for them to run up in the spot and get Killer Mike. Because a year before, they wouldn't have tried this. That opened up a door to be like, ooh, that's a little crack. Yeah, y'all niggas do be in here hanging out. Killer Mike got a misdemeanor too. This would be the year he's finally nominated for one. Y'all know he gonna get one. Yeah, this the perfect. Yeah, let's run up in here and remind these niggers.
What if? What if it's fake?
What if what's fake?
The arresting. Is there public knowledge? Can I look this up? Can I look up his, because that should be public knowledge, right? I should be able to look him up.
You should.
What's his real name?
I have no idea. You need me to Google it?
I don't know.
I would say if that is a thing, it could be, but once again, these were arena.
You know me.
Police.
Arena police. They ain't the police.
I've been arrested by, Tower City Police.
That's the real police.
They
They call the real police.
Exactly. They were real enough to still have the authority to put me in a chokehold and drag me down to
that's not what I'm asking.
Holding cell.
That's not what I'm asking.
I understand.
Because authority is authority, but I'm asking about police because when it's police, it's public record. And I should be able to look up Michael, whoever the fuck name, in whatever place that he was in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see what he was brought in on. Am I correct?
These are facts. You should be able to.
Okay. Well,
we'll look into it after the pod and we'll keep you guys posted.
Absolutely. Because the first thing that I said that didn't make any sense to me, I'm like, well, why now? Like, and why the Grammys? And
exactly.
It's not like, did they know that Michael so-and-so was going to be there? Or did they know that Killer Mike was going to be there?
They knew he was going to be there because he was nominated.
He was nominated as Killer Mike. You think the police know Killer Mike, the dude that is trying to build schools? You think they trying to get him and not Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Durk, whoever the fuck that killed niggas in there? That really killed niggas in there. What are we talking about? It's Killer Mike we're talking about. This is the most positive rapping nigga probably in that room.
That's
makes
why. That's
zero.
no. No. That's why it makes sense because his music. You got to think of how they would think.
Oh
Lil,
my God.
I'm not going to even say Lil Uzi because Lil Uzi, I would
So
say they
you-
are more inclined to arrest a Killer Mike before a Quavo
Oh my
or
God.
Migos.
You think they
or
pay
Future.
attention? Do you think they pay attention to Killer Mike's message and music?
Yes.
No, I don't.
I don't feel like it's just Killer Mike though. You want me to sit here until
I don't feel like it's real. I feel like everybody using a fucking rope. The same way that they fighting in Dubai. That's bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I'm done with the Grammy shenanigans. They're shenanigans.
I believe it, but I'm sorry. I can believe that the people that are in charge that like to keep us suppressed and want to keep us suppressed, that they want to have at least one
He does not have the power to move black people. We have to stop.
No, he doesn't have.
He doesn't have. You know who has the power to move black people? Sexy fucking Red. That's who you need to. That's who you need to arrest.
Facts.
Cause all she gotta do is switch it like a light. Killer Mike ain't got no fucking black audience. We need to stop. That's what I'm talking about. They're not. Fuck all that. Positive black man rapping about whatever, being able to move the people. They don't give a fuck about that. If one of these top dollar niggas flipped the switch and started, then I can see it. Not Killer Mike. Not Killer Mike. You didn't even know who the fuck Run the Jewels was. I'm not doing this with y'all.
Who?
Exactly. Stop. Y'all gotta stop.
No,
Y'all have to
I look, I agree. I was just saying in the sense of if I'm somebody in power and I instructed somebody to listen to music, let me know when somebody is going on where they could inspire something.
They could have been arrested Nas.
No,
Fuck outta here.
no. The reason we don't need to. We've always listened to what Nas says, but Nas ain't never did enough to actually lead no protest or nothing.
Killer Mike.
Killer. I don't feel like he's one album. Listen to what I'm saying. Killer Mike has consistency for the last few years because we even talked about on the pod of what he's been doing behind the scenes of trying to get black stuff started. Right,
Dr.
Right.
Umar debunked all that.
I agree. Listen to what I'm saying though.
If he got arrested,
Listen to what I'm saying. You know what the Grammys does to people's music and their catalogs. Because the Grammys is about all music. So all eyes are on it. So usually if an artist wins something, when an artist wins something, there's going to be people watching it and they're going to be like, I wonder why Killer Mike won Rap Album of the Year. But there's plenty of people on the internet talking about they didn't know who he was. They decided to Google him. That's something. That's all. That's where I was going. That's where
they Google him because he got arrested. At the
yeah.
Grammys
So now they were
winning
there
3 Grammys.
Yeah. So I can't now instead of because if he would not have got arrested, if his shit was in order like it should have been, there's no reason to Killer Mike while you're out here trying to like Fats is saying, because that's to your point. Like Fats is saying on Bernie Sanders' campaign, there's no reason for you to have no misdemeanors out here. Everything should be tied. Nip tuck, nice and neat.
There you go. You can't be on a Bernie Sanders fucking campaign with quote unquote misdemeanors. Miss me with this bullshit. Misdemeanor that. Misdemeanor that. Cause no, I don't believe it. It has to be some tax type shit. And you must have been fucking with Uncle Sam. There's no other way.
It could be. I would believe that too.
There's no other way. And I'm not going to sit here and think that
can't confirm or deny if he is though. So
I'm not going to sit here and act like his contributions to black people as if he's the only fucking nigga to ever do that and be nominated for fucking Grammys. All of a sudden gets arrested backstage. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing it. So what? He decided not to bend over? He decided to not get with the Illuminati? Is that what we talking about? Then say that.
I don't want to go that deep.
All right, then, because because I don't see the other layers. I'm not seeing it. What wasn't Diddy did what? Whose campaign? He was vote or die. Whose campaign was that?
Obama.
And they could have got him back then, and they didn't. Moving on. Moving on.
They didn't. I don't think they ever would have came after him because they were benefiting from him. It's the fact that somebody else opened up their mouth to come after them. That's the thing. They don't have a choice now. Now we have to because
so it's
somebody
by word
else.
of mouth.
Yeah.
So then, do you think Killer Mike got indicted by word of mouth?
It's always possible.
Of who? Because we've been saying that Jay-Z was doing whatever the fuck for years, and ain't nobody got him. I'm not doing this with y'all. For somebody to get arrested at the Grammys is big. I'm never downplaying that because he drinking water. I'm never downplaying that. Of course, my antennas are gonna go up because no one of all of the niggas that's ever been at the Grammys, no one has ever been arrested. I don't know. Google it.
I don't think so. I don't know.
But not to this magnitude. That's why I'm like, everything about this says staged. Just like that Dubai shit to me is staged. Everything is staged, and people need shit.
Everything is a rollout.
Everything is a rollout. You need this. You need these headlines. You need the shade room to pick you up. You need the shade room to pick you up. Something. You need something. Not to say that Killer Mike didn't have nothing, but the music is never enough. The music is never enough. Look at Doja Cat now. The music is never enough. Uplifting black people like he the only motherfucking. I'm so sick of y'all.
I don't think he uplifting.
I remember when I used to rap to uplift black people. You know where that got me? No fucking
So
way.
when I Google anything about arresting Grammys, everything is
only
Killer Mike.
So he's gonna go down in history to be the only nigga arrested at the Grammys. Congrats. You cracked the fucking code, Killer Mike. You got it.
Instead of winning 3 Grammys in one night.
3 Grammys and the headlines for the next year, because we need to understand why you even got arrested in the first place. And I feel like this shit is gonna blow over like it's nothing. And we're in our microwave fucking minds are gonna forget about this. We're not even gonna care. But guess what? On episode 207, I'll be right back here. Cause if he ain't in jail or paying a fine, I need an explanation. I'm tired of this shit, man. No,
that's real shit. That's real shit. Shout out to the Black Girl Magic that was on full display at the Grammys.
I'm gonna do it again. I so on me.
You don't
again,
think it was? You don't think it was beautiful to see SZA, Coco Jones, Victoria Monet, and the Water young lady to all? I would like to see
all 4 of them naked.
I would too.
Okay, that's about it. Moving on.
Not moving on. Victoria won like best new artist.
Yes,
like come on, thing.
Snooze was a thing, and I was proud. I ain't gonna lie.
Who won? What did she win for Snooze?
I forgot, but you gotta.
Who won? Wait. Billie Eilish won Song of the Year.
Who?
Billie.
Yes, for the Barbie movie. Thank you.
What was I made for? Oh, wait, I didn't know that was Song of the Year.
I so on me. Let's talk about it, cause.
Hold on, these are
you got the nominations.
Yeah, hold on, these are the nominations.
No, there's another thing.
So, Billie Eilish Song of the Year, What Was I Made For? Butterfly by somebody. Dance the Night, that's by Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. Anti-Hero, Taylor Swift. A&W, Lana Del Rey. Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo. Flowers, Miley Cyrus.
How did she end up? I've never heard an Olivia Rodrigo song.
We have
in the car, like on the radio, like not on 96.5. I've never heard one.
And Kill Bill, SZA. Those were the tracks for Song of the Year. I can't
stand Kill Bill. Anytime you talk about killing your ex, you're inciting a riot.
I also want to put it out there that I do not like Kill Bill either.
I knew what it was gonna do
The song, not the movie.
because the movie is fire.
The movies are fire.
And Uma Thurman is that bitch, and Quentin Tarantino is that nigga.
Mhm.
Period.
So
But
what
Kill
were you
Bill,
gonna
that
say
song,
about
I've never
Billy
believed it to
Williams'
be-
song of the
That's
year?
why I paid it dust. I'm like, cause y'all just gonna take this and use it as an excuse. Cause you know women crazy. Y'all know women crazy
And Miley Cyrus won record of the year
for
for
flowers.
Flowers.
I know.
And those basically is oh no.
Mama's a flower.
So the only difference was somebody was Worship was nominated. Anti-Hero, What I Was
No, you
Made
gotta
for
get to the
Billie Eilish.
soundtrack part where there was
Oh, My
four.
Mama was nominated for Record of the Year.
You
Okay.
gotta get to the soundtrack part where there's
Rap
4
songs.
Barbie songs versus "Lift Me Up" on Rihanna. Get to that part. That's the part I'm waiting on you to get to. Fuck the rest of this shit.
Pop duo group SZA. Shout out to SZA. Grammy Award for Best African Performance. Water. Congratulations to her.
So she African. She identifies.
She does.
All
Pop
right.
solo.
All right. Well, we ain't gonna get into that. Did y'all know that she was African?
Yeah, I knew.
I knew too. Because I do my research. But did y'all know that the water chick, you look at the water chick, and that was my shit. I love that song. Love it. But I would be cool with any of those
Rock
songs
album,
winning. You know what I'm
rock
saying? Like
song.
that was a good category. But when you get down to
Grammy
that
Award
category
for
where there's
Best Pop
4
Dance
Barbie
Recording.
songs, I don't know if it's soundtrack or film.
Producers.
Yeah, Hit Boy
Ring
lost that.
album.
I was mad
For what? Songwriter?
for producer of the year.
Producer?
Hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, Hit Boy lost. That's my dude though. You know, I play anything Hit Boy.
You know, he
He the
Yeah.
hardest.
he is.
Ooh, this nigga made niggas in Paris.
Jazz.
Shut the fuck
R&B
up.
perform. Okay, so ICU did win something.
Yeah. yeah.
Coco won for R&B performance. I'll take that.
hmm
Rock performance, country album, R&B album. Victoria won. Yay! She did. Out of all these albums listed, hers was. I didn't listen to Babyface or Emily
I didn't listen
King,
to Babyface either.
but Summer Walker.
Oh yeah, the Clear 2. The
Coco.
Clear 2.
I didn't like Coco Jones'
The
Jones
ICU?
album.
You didn't like the
What
you
I
didn't like
didn't
the
tell
Coco
you?
Jones? Yeah.
I didn't like the album.
Okay.
It wasn't that it was bad. It just it didn't hit. It was just like, oh, this is she can sing. That sound good. Okay. Music, film, R&B songs. Oh, Snooze won for R&B song. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, My Mama should have won, but I'm fine with Snooze winning.
No, Snooze should definitely win. Ain't no
Melodic.
nigga singing.
Okay,
On My
so
Mama.
let's pause. That's true,
Thank you.
but that On My Mama was a hit.
Snooze
so
is up there
pause.
with
Let's-
Fantasia. when I
It
see him.
is. It is.
Yeah.
Melodic rap performance.
Mm.
All My Life, Little Dirk, J. Cole won for that.
Phil Collins did a win for that too. That should be
I mean, his name isn't. I'm pretty sure if
it
he.
better the fuck be
Hopefully,
there.
yeah. Shout out to Cole. This is his second Grammy.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm stressed out already. I'm stressed.
I'm only happy that this song won because Cole is attached to it. And I'll leave it at that. Christian surround sound. Where is this recording package? Engineer. Shout out to Victoria for Jaguar 2 ringing engineer album, music theater album, country song, Latin. Oh my God, gospel. Where is it at?
Child, it's probably at the
Okay.
name
The
them all.
compilation soundtrack for visual media.
Come on.
So the winner was Barbie the album. It was up against Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther, Weird, Lord. Maybe it was something else, but they won for Barbie for that. That's wild.
You're gonna give me your phone in a minute because you in the opera shit, and that ain't it.
Oh, no, they just got them listed. It was the category. The article was too long on Grammys. SZA won for Urban Contemporary Album. Congratulations. That usually is a dead giveaway.
So you just
that
looking at the
won't win.
winners?
Yeah.
Nigga, I need... Okay.
Score soundtrack.
Fuck. Damn, I gotta do everything. Because I need you to go to the category
Okay,
where
hold on.
Barbie
Hold on.
was
Which one is it?
was nominated for 4 fucking songs against Lift Me Up by Rihanna. The Barbie soundtrack, it was a soundtrack thing.
Okay.
And there was 4 Barbie songs against 1 Wakanda 2 song. The fuck are we talking about? That's what I need you to... All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. I'm sorry. Where the rest of y'all soundtrack stuff? That's wild.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
wild.
trying to tell y'all how wild it is.
Hold on, it's loading on my phone.
I didn't even understand why Jay-Z and Beyonce were even fucking there. Because when we see
that's why, because Hov won.
I mean, yeah, I
mean, because Hov was nominated.
That was the only way that you can get him there.
And they gotta get him there. Let's talk about how the Beyonce award show, that's a meet and greet. Grammys is now a meet and greet for celebrities to meet Beyonce. That's all they care about. They milk it for the headlines and the ratings all night long. If she'll be there, if she won't be there. And if she shows up there, whenever she shows up immediately, everybody that's in the building, they only care about saying hi to her and maybe being able to take a picture. That's where we have got with the Grammys. And she hasn't won Album of the Year. How can she have this much impact in that room with all these artists that are more than just R&B and hip hop? Because if you want to go a step deeper into some shit that Hov was talking about, he only talked about Album of the Year.
There it is.
But let's talk about how she's only won most of her awards in R&B categories. And none of them have been in the major field. She has one. And that's for Single Ladies for, I think it was Song of the Year or Record of the Year that she won because it was
Probably
Single
in
Ladies.
09.
You didn't have a choice but to give it Single Ladies because it was Single Ladies.
It's Single
But
Ladies.
other than that, I'm talking as far as album, record, song. What's the other one? That's the other, because there's 4 of them. It's album, it's song, it's record, something of the...
It's not video?
Maybe video. I don't think it's video.
I thought that's what
Because I feel like that's newer.
that's what you make videos for. Compete with other videos.
But those major like categories, that's the only one. That's it, just one. So they allow her to win against her peers, but against the whites, like the Taylor Swifts of the world, the Becks of the world, the Adeles of the world, who we know for a fact she makes better music than, and her impact is greater than theirs when it comes to their albums. She doesn't get to win against them. No black artist does. You get to win against each other, but
that's it.
But that's it.
When you're pitted against them, ultimately you lose, unfortunately.
Prime
example. Best song written for visual media. Guys, I'm getting close to the mic because I need you guys to hear these nominations. Do y'all hear me? Cool. Guys, first song. Oh, you know what? Let's give the definition. A songwriter's award for a song, melody and lyrics, written specifically for a motion picture, television, video game, or other visual media, and released for the first time during the eligibility award or year. Yeah, we get that by September 15th.
Mm-hmm. Whatever that is.
Yeah, September 15th. It's like tax day, but
Okay.
September. First song, Barbie World from the Barbie album. Second song, Dance the Night from the Barbie album. Third song, I'm Just Ken from the Barbie album. Fourth song, Lift Me Up from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Y'all remember. Fifth song, What Was I Made For from the Barbie album. Guess what won, guys? Y'all need what? What y'all need?
A drum roll.
Yeah, we ain't got no drum roll, man. Shout out to Billie Eilish because that's my girl. I ain't gonna lie. And shout out to Phineas because that's brother and sister. Like they do this and they've been doing this, and I fucks with them. Don't get me wrong, but this 4-pack of Barbie World, as if that was the only fucking song that came out or the only movie that came out. But I guess when you think about it,
but
nobody
no,
else put together the soundtrack for an actual movie.
Agreed. But to me, best song written. Maybe that's the part. But even that is wild that
It's 4
Nicki's
fucking
song
songs.
wasn't nominated.
Oh, of course it's not. And like I said, and like I've been saying, I felt like Nicki should have been, because that's what I call her. Nicki is a Barbie to me.
Wait.
Yeah, Barbie World is Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice featuring Aqua. Yeah, she nominated. But
It didn't win.
It didn't
Billie
win.
Eilish won.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
Yikes.
nominated, but
That's also why I wanted to bring up Killer Mike, because I don't know of any time the Grammys has made a mistake for rap song of the year, whatever rap song it was that Killer Mike won. It was originally announced that Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice won.
oh, I seen that
Their
on the internet.
website,
Yup, I
their
did see
Twitter
that.
account.
Yeah.
Everybody announced that it was Nicki. They said it was a mistake, and it wasn't Nicki and Ice. It was actually Killer Mike.
So was it 4-3 or 3-2? Is the 3-3 or is the 3-2?
I feel like last minute they maybe changed some things. Maybe somebody voted late or something. They got the results late. Who knows? But I've never known of the Grammys to make a mistake like this. And to me, it was everything that Nicki be talking about as far as the industry, what they be doing against her. They don't like her. They be plotting against her, X, Y, and Z. This was just more oomph to show that, because this is the first time in a while where we've legit seen Nicki take a L. So it was nice to, in that moment, let's throw add some more fuel to the fire of the Nicki hate train right now, because she losing. She took a L. She shouldn't have taken this L. She shouldn't have. It was self-inflicted, which a lot of Nicki stuff is. It do be self-inflicted. But that doesn't take away from the fact that what she be saying is true, that people behind the scenes and industry giants behind the scenes, they be working against her, because clearly they are. Because what other reason was there? There's never been a mix up in the Grammys like this before. The same way that before, no, the same way with the Oscars. Remember when? A gay card gonna be revoked.
Billy.
No, it wasn't Billy.
not
The
Billy.
Oscars, the movie that was supposed to win, and they didn't nominate. They named something else, and it was just like, no, you guys were supposed to win. Come up here. It was the gay story with the 2 black men. The Moonlight. There you go. Thank you.
I remember the movie. I
Yeah.
never watched it. None of my
You never
business.
watched?
No.
It's so good.
I feel like it is.
No,
For it
that
to
movie
be
is-
winning an Oscar.
that
like,
movie was so good.
No, I figured it would be. I just, you know how I hate movies.
I know. My God. Come
You know I hate
on.
movies, bro. Like I don't care.
You need to watch it. It's a really, really good movie. But yeah, so it was just like that. That to me, it was very tacky. It was very. It left. It just. I didn't like it. I just didn't. I didn't like it because it seemed so intentional to me. Because how can every everything that's attached to it with your name on it says that she won. But in that moment, the person on the stage, their envelope said that somebody else won. But everything that you were, where you would need to input that information beforehand, like the scheduled tweet, scheduled votes, and things like that, you changed it. And there were no other hiccups with any other stuff that was pre-entered into the system before that, before it was announced. So it seemed like to me that y'all wanted to embarrass her. Y'all wanted to hurt her. And that's kind of foul because Nicki doesn't have a Grammy. And that's sad that the Nicki Minaj, who dominated rap and female rap by herself, doesn't have a Grammy.
But this is what everybody has been talking about. Like, we shouldn't even.
I'm sick of that argument. No, I'm sick. It's time. Okay, let me wake it up. Let me wake it up.
Child, we at 2:30.
I know. The Grammys hold weight. I don't give a fuck that how y'all feel about how I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about anything.
This one.
I know. I don't give a fuck about how y'all feel about anything of the Grammys don't mean anything. We should go to the BET Awards. That's where they celebrate. No, the fuck they don't. They don't celebrate us at the BET Awards. So the BET Awards isn't even owned by us. When it comes to metrics that are measured by greatness, when it comes to being in this field of making and creating and performing music, it's the motherfucking Grammys that stands above all.
Literally.
Period. It's the Grammys. That's never going to change.
As soon as you...
So yes, I want to be acknowledged by the best because I'm the motherfucking best. Thank you for my BET Awards, but I still want my motherfucking things. I want the Grammys.
So you don't... So here's the thing. I feel like a lot of artists, when they get started, that is the goal. But once you get in and you see what it really is, you see the semantics, you see the bullshit, you see the politics and things like that. Like, of course, no one cares about who the fuck the president gonna be. My label is fucking with me right now. Like, my label is going against this label. I can't get this nigga. I can't blah, blah, blah. I can't be nominated. I got to get this in. It's a different world. You know what I'm saying?
These are facts.
It's a different world.
Yeah,
Once you get in, I feel like it's a totally different story.
Okay.
And I think that Killer Mike probably just got his awakening. Because after he got nominated finally, he got arrested finally.
Okay, so to last point. The person that has won the most Grammys is a Black woman. Her name is Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter. Her husband made a speech. In this speech, he hinted how DMX had 2 albums in the same year that went number 1, and they didn't nominate him for anything. He highlighted how the first Black rapper, Will Smith, who was to win a Grammy, he boycotted because of how they their lack of nominating other artists. Hov himself has boycotted. He highlighted how the artist who y'all have given the most awards to has not won an album of the year. I'm a beehive. As you see, this limited edition anime style of her on my hoodie. Album of the year, her losses, self-titled, Changed the Game when that digital dropped. even if you're not a Beyonce fan, we know for a fact if somebody was to ask you, what were you doing the night that Beyonce dropped? You may remember because we talk about it so much. Lemonade. We know how impactful Lemonade was. Lemonade had police officers boycotting Beyonce because Formation was too black. And guess what she did? She performed it at the Super Bowl with all her blackness of how much she loved being black. And they wanted to boycott her. She also lost it for Renaissance, an album that we are still talking about, that is still impacting us. She lost to Harry fucking Styles.
That's
last year.
crazy.
Oh, it was. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me on track. Okay. So, Lav was talking about politics. Matthew Knowles came out and said to TMZ, he thinks the main reason that the Beyonce has never won an album of the year is because of her record label. Because of course, when it comes to these record labels, they hold all the power, but they can only support one artist at a time for when it comes to winning awards. For album of the year, those years that she lost, when they had artists, Adele and Harry, they backed them for album of the year. Adele said out her own mouth when she won that Beyonce should have won this award. She broke it.
And that's why she's a queen.
She broke it. She broke the award.
A queen.
She broke the award. Gave a piece to her and a piece to Beyonce. Beyonce was sitting there pregnant. Like, what are we talking? We don't even talk about Beck. So I understand what you're saying, Laugh, as far as playing the politics, because that I painted that story just to show you that the artist, arguably the greatest artist of all time. We're not about to get into semantics, but you can make the argument.
The hardest working fucking artist.
Yeah, you can argue that she's the greatest artist of all time.
Macklemore made some shit and left. Why are all these white people making some shit and leaving?
They can't sustain because it's not authentic.
We have to talk about this shit. Like, this shit is crazy.
Somebody has to. So I say all that.
I haven't heard from Kings of Leon in fucking years. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Queens of the Stone Age came up with something. They were nominated. Shout out to them. Like, I'm fucking with all the whites that are still. I don't understand why Paramore won for that album.
It's sad they just now won as a whole group.
Especially since I didn't really care for this album, and compared to the last album, I mean, we're talking about with Crush, and you know, That's What You Get. Come on, what the fuck are we talking about? Now you want to get. This is why we don't hold any type of weight on the Grammys.
But this is why. But to me, that's why you should. Because the Grammys,
their shit is flawed. Bro.
It is, but guess what? The BET Awards is flawed because while the BET Awards celebrate us and they want to uplift us and blah 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 blah, they thought it was okay for stuff being on their program to target a black girl, a black baby, and her hair. As any that's quote unquote black, why is that ever okay? Especially as women, what they go through on a daily basis, even in the workplace alone, of dealing with their hair, of women being passive aggressive to them and things.
Like, how did they target it? Like, what do you mean?
They were okay with a joke being made about Blue Ivy on 106 in Park about her blackness and her hair.
Oh, so this is Beyonce related. Listen,
I'm just the things are the things. I spoke facts without bringing up the name. That's all the BET
you
network.
had 20 times Jerry said Beyonce this year? Fam, listen.
The BET Awards isn't even owned by black people.
We know that.
So if both of them are owned by whites,
well, okay.
If both of them are owned by whites,
so where the Soul Train Awards? What we say about them?
I love the Soul Train Award. I'm not taking nothing from the BET Awards. I want everybody to celebrate it. I feel like it should be celebrated as far as being black, but I don't feel like y'all should not want Grammys.
If you're nominated for an award, get your award.
That's like being an NFL player and saying you don't care about winning the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's like LeBron James coming into the league saying, you know what, I know I'm the greatest. That's okay. I don't want no championship rings. That's what it is. That's the Super Bowl for artists.
No, it's not. You know why it's not like that?
What is?
Because we're talking about awards that are being handed out by different people. We're talking about BET handing out an award for the exact same shit. Grammys handing out an award for the exact same shit. American Music Awards nominating niggas for the exact same shit. When you're in the NBA, you're in the NBA. And when you win something by the NBA, it's by the fucking NBA. Or it's by the NFL. What are we talking about?
No. A lot of those awards are made by the media. It's also made by criteria people, just like the Grammys are made of. It's not just solely people just that's like Soul inside. Train
Award, it's all made up.
I'm just saying it's not solely picked by people who are in the NFL.
No one said that. What about the ESPYs? They're the only ones. Ain't nobody else got no fucking sports award. What? Who else? Who else got sports awards? Only the ESPYs, nigga.
Yeah, only the ESPYs, the ESPN.
Or you win the Super Bowl, or you win the NBA championship. That is it. That is a different type of hunger. If I don't win a Grammy this year, guess what? I might win an American Music Award. I might win a Soul Train Music. I might win a Source Award, a Vibe Award. What are you talking about? There's different awards for the same shit in one lane of shit. But at the same time, sports is totally different. That's why it's more money over there. It's ran by different higher niggas. Music has not gotten up there yet to the sports, because sports and the contract in the sports honestly started first. And when y'all ready to get into that, in the first black, Jackie Robinson, to dust these white motherfuckers and how he ain't got shit but a Hall of Fame. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, these are facts.
They ain't had no sports awards back then, right? You said this was 66, right? My mother is what? About 68. Fuck out of here. Just started. The shit just started. We just started. Racism is still here.
It's still here.
Because honestly, to us, because we still experience it, I don't want to say it just started. It didn't. But racism as we know it right now kind of just started.
Yeah.
I'm not about to do this with y'all.
Yeah, I just don't like the rhetoric of
music has different. It's a more
agreed. I just don't like the rhetoric of trying to make it seem that just because I'm black, or you're a black artist, you shouldn't care about the Grammys. Because I don't give a fuck I don't care, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, how we set it up. I understand it is different. But at the end of the day, the end all to be all, if you're an artist and you're serious about your craft and you want to be respected by your peers and your fans, you want a Grammy.
You think Megan is out here?
Megan already got 3.
Making music. Do you think she's making music to be respected by her peers for her craft?
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. Because
shout out to Robert Glasper.
You're not
because I bought his shirt last year. Who the fuck is Robert Glasper? When he won a Grammy last year and niggas was like, who the fuck is Robert Glasper? He turned that shit into a shirt and I bought it because I knew who the fuck Robert Glasper was, but niggas didn't know, right? Cool.
Laugh isn't a fan. Laugh also doesn't even watch anime the way that I watch anime. Meg is not just out here creating.
What does Joe call it? Moving the goalposts?
I'm not moving no fucking goalposts. All I'm saying is, if I watch a music video, like I watched Hiss and I watched Cobra, and I immediately saw like, oh, she was referencing something, a show that I watched. You wouldn't even see it.
Stop. When Crazy ate the great fucking raps, I don't give a fuck what he rapping about. That nigga raps great. Period. I don't have to understand the reference to fucking understand that he raps amazing. There's a lot of things that I grew up. So that's also
to you not being a fan, because I feel like she's a fantastic rapper.
I didn't say that she wasn't.
I'm just saying.
It's not doing.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same to me. And that's fine. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is I know that her music, she not like the other people that's out here just cranking it out to crank it out, because she puts too much thought into a lot of her music and her visuals and her airs that she creates for even a track. She puts too much thought in it to be one of those people. So yes, she does want her peers to respect her. She does. That's all I was saying. I wasn't all the other stuff we can talk about. I was just answering that one. I feel like she does. I feel like she cares about her peers in the music industry, what they would say. I don't feel like she's just out here making tracks.
And I don't think that she does, because you would have made something more, I don't know, appealing to the masses and not just the people that are following the fact that you got shot. I don't like, or following the fact that you got beef. Come on. When are you going to cross the fucking threshold? Cross the threshold. Get out of this bullshit where you release a song and you out here taking shots at niggas. You don't have to. How are you gonna get on 96.5? How? They'll never play.
One song.
You'll never be pop.
Songs and verses.
You'll never be pop
about her.
You'll never be pop.
She is pop.
But she's not.
She has a song that's rising on the pop charts now.
Not with this his shit. That's on the pop charts, or is it just on the charts? No,
his isn't. But the song that she has that's on the soundtrack to Mean Girls.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! I can't.
She does it all.
I can't fucking do this today. Bro.
What but you said pop. She got a pop track. She made a pop track for the pop charts, and she made a rap one
for it. Nobody, did y'all know? Put it in the chat if you knew.
God. So I was also going to say, because we need to point out some things before we actually go. And we're almost 3 hours in that we didn't point out yet, even though we were talking about it. Taylor Swift won Album of the Year for Midnight. I think everyone was expecting SZA to win Album of the Year. I think a lot of people weren't shocked that Taylor Swift won it instead. The Grammys has historically not given a fuck about Black women winning Album of the Year or just Blacks winning it, period. Even in the fact of us being nominated for it. It's insane to me that this is Taylor Swift's 4th time winning this award, Album of the Year. I cannot, off the top of my head, I don't think Michael Jackson has even won Album of the Year 4 times. I think the only other person that has done this is like Stevie Wonder or some shit like that. Stevie Wonder?
Don't do that.
Stevie Wonder.
Don't do that.
The Taylor Swift is in conversations with the Stevie Wonder.
That's very true.
The reason I want to bring this up also is it's you people that are out here, no shade, that are saying, well, I don't even know this person, so what? I've never heard this song, so what?
No, I go and listen.
It's and it's a spectrum. There are billions of people on this planet. There are millions on top of millions of people in America alone where these award shows are and where they're getting these awards. So the fuck what that you never heard a SZA album, but you heard Taylor Swift. SZA's album was #1 for 10 weeks straight.
And no one cared. Including the Grammys.
Clearly. But if that isn't criteria enough for you to beat the people, no. I was #1. None of the other albums came close. I don't think any other album was #1 longer than like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
So I have a question.
And I think Taylor Swift Midnights, I feel like this may or may not have been an album that she re-recorded.
I was just gonna say, I have a question. Is that one of
the fuck we talking about?
Is that one of the albums that she re-recorded? Because if she is, that's still a fucking amazing feat. The fact that she had to re-record it and now all of it, and she doubled that shit. Come on, we gotta stop. We have to stop. You know it.
We about to be. You cooking.
Know that's an amazing feat.
We about to be cooking all motherfucking night. Here's my thing with Taylor. I don't want to take anything away from Taylor because
you
I
can't.
do.
She did what no other nigga or bitch could do. White bitch, black bitch, don't matter. She did the unthinkable, nigga.
She did, and I'm not mad at that.
She's
I'm also
bar.
not one of those people where
she's the bar at this point. When it comes to the sales, she basically sold an album twice. She sold it the first fucking time and it got taken away from her, and she re-recorded it and she doubled it the second fucking time. You've got to be kidding me. So if I re-recorded a fucking song and it does double,
look, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
No, that's incredible.
It is. I don't want to take anything away from Taylor. I don't.
It's not that you don't want to, you can't.
That too. It's sticky because a lot of the other people try to. So visit our page, check out our reel of Hov and his speech. You'll see the people in the comments immediately going to like Taylor Swift. Nothing Hov said took away from Taylor Swift winning 4 album of the years. Nothing that he said. He just said that it was wild that the woman that y'all gave the most to hasn't won one. Especially when we know 3 for a fact. Those 3 albums, she had the biggest album that year. It wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't give a fuck.
Thanks.
You can't. We did not know who Beck was. I take that back. The majority of the world and the nation did not know who Beck was until he beat Beyonce. There was people who knew about him because clearly he was nominated. His album was that good. But as far as the masses, only thing we cared about that year was self-titled. You can say the same thing for Lemonade.
2013, my God. 2013, 2014.
Same thing for Lemonade. She released a year when Adele was out here being massive. We didn't care. Becky with the good hair was more of a topic than Adele's album. And Adele won. And she spoke up for it.
Oof.
I don't even want to get started with Harry Styles and Renaissance because what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We're people are really still out here wearing metallic and silver and putting it in their design art because of that album and what it represented for that album, because that's what she was wearing. It shifted us. Like, we can go on and on, but I say all that to like, we can't talk about things. Like, you got to be realistic. So Hov he was bringing light. I don't think he was shading Taylor.
He be in this algorithm. I need him to know that your algorithm be algorithming.
Of course.
I don't see
I know
nothing.
it does.
I never seen anything about neither one of Taylor Swift or Beyonce in my algorithm.
What of them comparing the two or beefing or anything like that? Or just
in general, like,
they're friends.
No, what I'm saying is that none of their stuff, like no one's doing a cover of neither one of them songs in my algorithm. Like, the fact that they're never in my algorithm, that's why I'm be like, okay, like, I'll hear it when I'm out.
Impact,
but at the same
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And that's why I be mad about Impact, and that's why I say I can't be mad at Taylor for winning album of the year, even though I feel SZA was more justified and I wanted her to win it. I can't be mad at Taylor Swift for winning album of the year because Taylor's album was everywhere, just as big as SZA's was. Taylor's album was just as massive. Like, her fans show her love. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it. If y'all feel that Kanye is the reason that we got there, I don't give a fuck. She's still Taylor Swift.
I would love to see, now that you mentioned Kanye, because I wasn't going to.
Oh, I was. He reposted.
But now that you did, I would love to see what his sales of the stem player and just him releasing his album on the stem player did for him. I would love to see those numbers. And I think that's why he did it, because he don't want you to fucking see them numbers. And that's where I be at.
One is consistently thinking about them.
No, that's not. Again, he don't give a fuck about Billboard. He don't give a fuck about the Grammys. Y'all not listening again. Get rid of all this shit.
This is the
He said
mindset of somebody who has
get-
seen behind the curtain, not somebody before, because before
Absolutely.
he did. And I
But
can't argue
if,
that.
If
but
Beyonce did the fucking same thing, you would buy a STEM player too. Stop playing.
would.
Okay. And then her
I
shit
would.
would never be on streaming again. And you would be on the STEM player playing all her shit.
But
and you
guess
would buy
what?
every fucking
I
album
would.
that fucking
I
came
would buy
out.
it all
Because
over
guess
again.
what? It's
I would buy it
about
all
the
over
consumer
again.
and the artist, and that's it. We have to get out the middleman. The middleman that tells us who we should love. The middleman who says what is album of the year. The middleman that says how much an artist should be paid. This is what he's been trying to say. When is everybody else going to fucking get on?
We're slowly. but
Beyonce
surely
got the
getting there.
fucking money to do it. If
She has
Kanye
done it.
no, if Kanye went bankrupt and then borrowed money to fucking start and be a billionaire the next 2 years and then become a STEM player, fucking what the fuck are we talking about?
Beyonce has done it. Let's start. We're not gonna. I agree with everything that you're saying. Everything that you're saying is facts. But
When did she do it?
She has done it. Beyonce sells everything herself. Beyonce had a whole album that she didn't even put on mainstream platforms for
Lemonade,
over
right?
a year. Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't even put it, and it was still doing numbers.
In support of what? Stop playing.
Supportive. I mean,
Tidal, shut up! Stop it!
don't
Stop
tell me to shut
it!
up because Tidal is black owned. It's artist owned.
Because
it's
she
owned by
saved
her.
it for
and
her husband's
It's not. even-
platform. That makes sense. No, I'm
It's
with
for
you.
her
I'm with you
platform.
when you're right.
Yeah, I
I'm with
understand.
you when you're
I
right.
understand. I know what you're saying.
Okay, as
We're
long as you
here.
hear me.
We're here. But as
All
much as
right.
it's her husband's platform, it's her platform too because she bought stock in it also. It helps the family, which is beautiful.
I understand what you're saying, but this was my point
Mhm.
right there. That's why when self-titled dropped, that's why she never was gonna win because no one knew it was gonna drop. Let's start there.
They were mad.
They were mad. Everybody was upset.
The record industry is still pissed that she released self-titled the way that she did because she didn't play with their games, their code.
Okay.
She said, "I'm Beyonce. I don't have to do that no more," and she hasn't since. And they won't give her album of the year because of it. Same thing that they're doing to Nicki. Same thing that they're doing to Travis.
Man, she got the following that would literally drag people off of streaming sites in general.
We do. We were
If
literally
she-
put
if
on a
she had
terrorist
her
watch
own STEM
list.
player, this is why I think Kanye was a fucking genius. If she had her own STEM player before everybody the fuck else, just anything where she could just, hey, this is the only way that you can get this. Period. No, it's not coming out on Apple and Spotify and Google, whatever the fuck. No, it's not going to be on Tidal. You have to buy this to hear this album. And it will never be,
That would be different.
it will never be
That would be
able,
wild.
listen, it will never be able to be nominated as anything because the Grammys ain't gonna know about it. That's number one. Number two, you can't record, you can't measure that. It's not being on billboards. It's unrecordable. It's literally just straight sales. Straight sales.
And you know what?
And we're not talking about,
And she's proven that she care about sales.
we're not talking
She
about,
don't play against their algorithm or
do
nothing.
you know how much I paid for that STEM player?
Man, you know how much I pay for this hoodie?
I paid $200 for the STEM player. I will get every single Kanye West album for the rest of my life. All I have to do is plug it up in the hair, get the new album. I'm done. I've done it. Ain't this $9.99 bullshit? The songs that I hear on my STEM player, I can never hear here. I can never hear on Spotify. Somebody will have to literally leak it, bootleg it,
And I'm sorry.
put it on SoundCloud or
I'm
some
sorry.
bullshit. The fuck are we talking about? No, they have the power. Why ain't they doing it? That's my question. It's always been my question.
To each his own. No, that's really the Kanye is bold. Everybody's not Kanye though.
Was the STEM player? Oh, damn, I ain't got it. I ain't got it on
Everybody's not Kanye, and then also you got to think of it.
No one sees
the reason,
future like him. My
yeah,
God,
but
bro.
he's like you though. He's like Kanye to me has always been more of a producer than a rapper.
Nah,
So it
man.
makes, even though they're intertwined, but Kanye literally he creates, like he produces, he builds babies as far as making beats and sounds and melodies and things of that sort. So it makes sense that a Kanye would think of, let me invent a Steam player.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, you're talking about
it's in his field.
You're talking about the stem player aspect and the fact that I can separate fuck the stem player shit. It could be a fucking thumb drive, and she could just put an album on a thumb drive, and guess what?
I mean, it could be.
You can she'll release 1,000 of them for $100, and goddamn it, y'all will be in fucking line.
We
if it was
would.
all about sales. Let's be real.
But and here's where just me, as how I view, Beyonce, as much as that's just not something that she would do. She still does things like that. She just does it a different way. I could see her. I'm not going to even hold you. I can't see her releasing a Steam where it's just like, oh, well, only maybe a song. I could see her doing that for a song. I'm going to release a song.
Ain't nobody building a device for one song. That's number one.
No.
You would need, again, Kanye has, I can go to
I can see her doing it for like even an album just for it. I can see her doing something like that. But all I'm saying is, it's not in her. It's not in her. It's not her. It makes sense for Kanye. It just, everybody know. It makes sense for Kanye. That's all I'm saying. Everybody else, I don't think it makes sense for a lot of other artists for the things that they would do. Because Kanye care about his, it's weird.
You care about his what? His listeners? And then on top of that, he cares about his money. This nigga went bankrupt.
I was going to say about that too. I was going to say about like sound wise, different than other people. That's all I was going to say. But yeah, the Grammys were a hit. Ho shook the table. It got y'all shook. Kanye reposting Ho's speech. I need you people.
You see this?
I see it. I need you people also that were comparing the two.
Donda 2 will never be on.
Never. I need you people that were comparing the two. They don't compare.
No, they don't. But
Kanye and his rant before Tyler, and now I saw somebody on Twitter. I don't either. I saw somebody on Twitter and was just like, this is kind of the butterfly effect as far as Kanye, because we don't know what would happen if Kanye never would have got up in front of that. The people on chick on the View talking about,
it's not a record player. I wish I could show you, but
you people,
it's a device. It's a handheld device. It's a circle.
You people on the View, on the internet, in our comments, Ho said nothing to embarrass Beyonce. Beyonce wasn't embarrassed. She did say, "Oh, Hov," after he said what he said about some of y'all don't belong in the category, but Beyonce has probably said these things behind the scenes to her husband.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, she's not going to be embarrassed because her husband loves her. Yeah. He's speaking of a place where I've seen what y'all have done to my wife. I see up close what she works and what she put in. And I'm on a pedestal of, I see what a lot of these artists do. None of them compete where they compare.
He manages.
She should have won these things and y'all not giving it to her. And it's a slap in her face and her legacy. That's why her father came out and said these things. They're not saying it just because Beyonce's afraid of. They're saying it because they love her. They support her. I would say these things about Laugh. I say these things about my sister. They would say these things about me. You know, things like that. When you have people in your corner who love you and they fuck with you, those are the things that they do. So no, Hov didn't embarrass her. He didn't embarrass himself. And he also did not embarrass Taylor Swift because he said this speech before Taylor even won her award, before we even knew that she would win her 4th album of the year. He wasn't being shady towards a Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift deserves any nomination that she would get at any award show in any category. Let's be clear about that. I don't care how whitewashed you feel she may be, how mediocre you feel she may be, how much white privilege you feel that she may has. While all of those things are true, Taylor Swift writes her own music. That's enough.
And she
sells.
And
that's enough for her to get these awards.
The absolutely unthinkable. She's not the only artist that is out here re-recording their music. I need y'all to understand that, right? She's not the only one out here re-recording her music and releasing it. With that being said, she's the only one to have not only sold what she sold the first time,
more,
but doubled them. Each album, fucking album, she put in the work to re-record
during Black History Month. Y'all got us praising this white woman. Laughing just to us.
I do this every
Was it last year or the year before?
I don't know, but when I watched that, I'll never forget that time I watched the Taylor Swift documentary, and I was sucked in. I'm like, oh, she's a good white. I said that to myself. I'm like, she's a good one.
So I feel like she is. So it's just like because I'm not even a real legit Taylor Swift fan, but I give respect when respect is due.
Cool. Yeah, that's
her music
for sure.
is just it's not for me. I do feel like some of it's just like it's very it's questionable. We can talk about that on a different thing. It's just it's unfortunate that she beat. Yeah, it's unfortunate that SZA had to lose this year. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And we need
that
to
was
be
a great
able
album.
to, we need to be able to take our L's in stride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. To me, it's monumental that she was even nominated. Y'all got to think about everything that we go against. And as you was nominated, you won. I don't want it to be like one of those feelings of, well, hey, you won something else. Like, no, sis, you still won that night. You didn't win album of the year, but you still won your thing.
Well, what they say is that to be nominated is an honor, and I'm like, nigga,
I feel like it is
totally different.
I do, yeah, but the winner is the accomplishment. It's still an honor, yeah.
Once you win,
history,
man,
on a different level. I don't want y'all to not support the Grammys. I do want y'all to support the BET Awards, the Soul Trade Awards, the Essence Awards, Vibe Magazine.
Well, I show up to.
I want us to support those more, but I don't want us to not support the Grammys because to me that makes it easier for them to just whitewash the music industry.
I literally show up for the performances. The awards are going to be the awards, right? But I will watch the Grammys.
I don't even feel like that because a lot of the awards are on the Grammys, it is by a committee. Well, Candy just came out.
Yeah, but that's fine. But they still want you to tune in. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, and so they gonna tune in. We don't.
This is true.
You know who we tune into?
Beyonce.
BET.
Oh.
BET. Soul Train Awards. We not tuning into the AMAs.
Never.
I've never watched the AMAs.
I have when Beyonce performed.
Oh my God. See, we only show up for
we show up for us.
Travis was performing Fiend, and I don't care for that song. When I went to go see him, he performed it once he performed it twice, and then I went downstairs. I'm like, oh, now's the time because I know he's gonna do it 10 times. That's why he does it 10 times. He did it 10 times before he even knew he was going to lose.
You know what's
he knew
crazy
he was going to lose.
You know what's crazy about that? Niggas in Paris was that massive. There's no way in hell when at that Pittsburgh show I was going to leave.
But that's Niggas in Paris.
Niggas in Paris. And
I get it.
At my show, if I'm not mistaken, they did it 7 times.
Yeah. Travis does Fiend 10 times, but I'm not a fan of that song.
Yeah,
I'll go on record saying that I'm not a fan of the Fiend song, and I don't need to hear it 10 fucking times.
Oh,
so I used that time to go downstairs, buy my shirt, and fucking leave. Like
as you should. As you should.
I don't need to hear the same song more
Over
than
and
twice. I don't need to.
All right, y'all.
Let's do it.
What is the tea?
Up. You know he.
That's
you know,
the T.
Y'all know he colorblind.
That's
y'all.
the T.
Y'all know he colorblind.
The T is that we them niggas.
Love it.
And we've been cooking for over 3 hours.
Shout out to the camera switcher. That's you. Just pan us a bunch of times. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Because we got the capability. We got
niggas.
the beats.
Thank you for sticking around with us. That was episode 207.
I know,
We'll
I
see
got
you next
heated.
week for
Calm
208.
down, y'all.
It's okay. We might game tonight. I'm just Jer. She's
I'm
the
trying
Lucky
to get
Laugh. Follow us everywhere. Until you hear from us again, go be great out here in these